What's up? What's up? We back once again. What's poppin' show? What's good, y'all? What's up? What's up? We back. Chop it up, man. How everybody doing this evening? Diddy just got 120 new charges. Wow. What's good, y'all? Shout out to everybody that's at this live right now, man. Shout out to all the members, man. Shout out to everybody catching this replay. I think the other day I said something like, Diddy just gonna keep getting charges. It's just gonna be more and more. But I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I didn't have no clue it'd be 120 more. I had no clue of that. So anyway, y'all, all this stuff going on, it's like it ain't even real. What's up, y'all? What's up, Shayna? What's up? What's up? What's up, Rod? What's up, Belinda? What's up, Shayla? What's good? Shout out to the people in the bushes. Shout out to everybody that's around. What's good? What's up, Nikki 715 Light Skill? Shout out to everybody that got a membership that I didn't know about. So can't shout y'all out if I don't see y'all. So other than that, what's up, family? Y'all know how we do, man. Y'all know we on family time. Anyway, we're gonna get into it, man. It was popping show, man. The link is already in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna put it in there again in case anybody want to come. If you just want to come up and chill, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But Diddy got 120 new charges, plus they still turning up with them alleged death threats. So they going hard with that death threat stuff, y'all. So, well, we just know this for a fact. If they say he got 120 new charges, that means he's not getting out. We never gonna even see him again. That's what that means. I mean, honestly. So, like I said, man, all I've been seeing is cartoon characters. And have any of y'all seen any pictures? Did y'all see any? Did y'all see Diddy in the orange outfit? Anything? It's crazy, right? Let's look at something real quick. It was a joke a while ago. They was joking on everybody that was in that same federal building. It's more too. But you'll see the joke is all of them got on the orange uniform. Even Fetty Wap was in that same jail too. Fetty Wap, he got caught that fentanyl. Yeah, he was one of the first to go down. See, I've been to rap was coming to an end years ago when people like him was going to jail because that was showing me that they had to do other things to keep that money going. But the point is, you see all them in their orange jumpsuit. You see Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein, homegirl. You know what I'm saying? You see people in uniform. But Diddy, we did not see him yet. Now, I understand they probably do got him on a special type of thing. I don't know, but I just been seeing cartoon characters of that man. That's it. So I don't know. What's up, Faith? I'm reading the chat right now. What's good, y'all? I'm chilling right now. We haven't seen him since that granny footage from the hotel arrest. Exactly. So if I'm not mistaken, hold on. We got to go to that because I ain't really get to watch that. If I'm not mistaken, it's this right here, right? Something like that. Hold up. Hold up. Shout out Faith. Yeah, this even the whole thing. I didn't even know he was in Central Park that day before. I didn't know none of this stuff, man. I didn't know none of this stuff. I swear I didn't know. So this man was in Central Park, but I get it. He knew he had to go to court. But then they picked him up at the hotel. But they did not show no footage of him coming down the stairs or coming outside, right? Did they show him coming out the hotel the same way they showed when him and Sean got locked up? I don't know. I didn't see it. So hold up. All right. Anyway, this dude was taking pictures before he went to jail. But it also still showed you how people fanning, or that could have been some people he paid to act like they was his fans. Like he's still trying to show he getting all this love. Exactly, Swirl Girl. This thing is a movie. That's how I feel about it. Like I said, I laugh and joke. I tell people I don't take none of this stuff serious, man. I really be watching it like a movie, and I just wait till it play out. I'm really not gonna know what's what till it play out. As of now, it's a movie. Yes, it is, because this man, we didn't see this man locked up, man. But even so, it is still to scare and torment anybody. That's why he looking like the Grim Reaper. Like, I know all the stuff Diddy doing is subliminal messages. He was in New York before he went to court like the Grim Reaper. Basically saying like, yo, all those people who on those videos, their clock is ticking. This is why I'm seeing clearer why all of them are scared. I'm seeing it clear why I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be on the edge of their seat until this whole thing goes over with. This thing got to go to court. It got to go to trial. It's going to be some things taking place, and this has nothing to do with the Tupac thing. So that's why we're going to talk about Tupac, because Diddy really is getting death threats. The point is not just that. He is scared to go into the federal penitentiary system. He's just going to court from right here. If he gets convicted, he's going to get put in that prison system. And Tupac fans all over it. They all over, pardon me. And like people know in the Feds, somebody can still get to you. So Diddy is also scared to get convicted because he don't know what penitentiary they're going to put him in. So, as you see right here, he's saying jail Diddy is a dead man walking behind bars, just like Jeffrey Epstein, due to his ties to Tupac murder. So, this is what I've been talking about. They keep putting him parallel with Jeffrey Epstein. And when it was all said and done, Jeffrey Epstein was out of here. It's the same scenario when I be telling y'all about how they kept comparing Chris Brown and Michael Jackson. And when you look at Chris Brown, he's kind of parallel to Michael Jackson. So my point is, now they saying that Diddy is a dead man walking. And they also saying that what? He's being compared to Jeffrey Epstein. And that is the narrative saying that he might end up rest in peace. What's up, Faith? We know they're going to say he unalives himself. Exactly. Yo, whenever somebody say unalive, I be laughing. Exactly. Because I'm seeing something, man. I don't know what's going on, because I'm like this, y'all. 120 charges. That means he's never getting out. All right. That's on one end, which really means we're never going to see his face again. Then on the other hand, it's this narrative, he might get taken out, which still means we never going to see his face again. So if we don't see Diddy in court, we don't know what's going on. But then again, that's another question. Did we ever see Epstein locked up? Anyway, man, this whole thing is weird. But anyway, look. Now the hip-hop record exec branded the new Jeffrey Epstein in a lawsuit by one alleged victim could be a dead man walking if he lands inside a federal prison controlled by gangs. Basically, all federal prisons got gangs in it, basically. An insider said gangs are very powerful even in the most secure prisons. That is a fact. So he does not want to get put in population, basically. He don't want to be in that prison system. Sean Diddy Combs is said to be desperate to avoid spending too much time in prison. So the question is, what is he going to do? Radar Online can reveal the terrified hip-hop mogul allegedly fears he's marked for death by West Coast gangbangers eager to avenge the 1996 of you-know-who, Tupac. So they putting it out there now. So remind you, this news is out to the world. Diddy is scared that somebody's going to try to take him out over that Tupac thing. Mind you, he has to go to court for that. That's another question. Is he going to make it to Vegas court? Also, we have proof that as long as Diddy's going to court, everybody's going to be quiet. So we can assume probably anybody that been at Diddy's house probably is not going to be doing no movies no time soon, no music no time soon. I'm pretty sure that. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm even thinking maybe they set Usher up so he can make his last money run. Maybe even Usher's going to go high for a couple years. But anyway, they saying Diddy scared. They're saying that he's dealing with harsh conditions, and this the food they're allegedly eating in there. It's alleged. It's supposed to be the food they're eating in there, man. So it is weird when this man been rich his whole life and now he got to eat basic stuff. I'm not gonna lie, that bologna looks super dry. That looks disgusting. But at the end of the day, that's what he get. So mind you, y'all, he's in the same exact prison, the same exact jail, rather, federal jail, going to court, same as both of these people. And we seen R. Kelly, he got fried. We saw that. But now we looking at, we don't know what's going to happen. That's why I'm still tripping, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Because like I said, I saw R. Kelly in court. I saw R. Kelly coming in and out of court. I saw when they locked him up, he was in court. I saw him with his lawyers. You know what I'm saying? We saw R. Kelly with the sheriff in the courtroom, in the cuffs. We saw all of that. But with Diddy, we didn't see it. Now, unless they're really keeping it a low profile, that could be part of it too. They don't want no cameras in the courtroom. But I'm just saying, y'all, it is starting to get weird now. It's starting to get weird. And to me, the more we get close to the election, the more this is weird. So this might not play out for like another 8 months or something, y'all. That's how I'm looking at it. What's up, Big Phil? What's good? Shout out to everybody that's here, man. What's popping, show? What's good? What's up, Jamal? What up, JJ? What's good, bro? What's up, team? What's up, Sandra? What's up? Yeah, like, so what y'all think about this, man? Do y'all think Diddy is in jail? Do you think some kind of way he's gonna just, you know, you get it? Is you think he's gonna be RIP one day, y'all? What y'all think? Like on one hand, right? This seemed like a prank that everybody, like certain people in on it. That's what it seemed like. Because even when we look at this stuff, he still did all this stuff for 30 years. So that's what's really making me look at all this stuff weird. Because people knew what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up, Shana? I think he's going to kick the bucket. He knows too much. Exactly. That's what I think. I don't think he's going to make it. They said Russell Simmons got served in badly. I believe that too. He's running. He's definitely running. Derek Hobb. Hold up. If it's anybody that want Diddy deleted, is Jay-Z and Beyonce. I can believe that too. They might be working against him right now. They might be behind help setting him up. We don't know. You get what I'm saying? That's how it works. What's up, Melanice? Yeah, hold up. What's up? Hold up. What's up, Stephanie? Right now, reading comments. They say the spot he's in is very funky. Yes, it is. All right, this is right here. Let's take a look at it from what we got right here. Man, that's supposed to be the set. It's supposed to be the hallways. You know, it's supposed to be the food. You already know. Diddy ain't used to that. He's not used to that. He's not even used to being in a one-bedroom apartment. He is not used to that at all. Just the fact, you got to think about it, y'all. When you had all that money and you was free as a bird to jump in the airplane, go, like, just the fact of him he can't do nothing no more. I'm gonna be honest, he probably don't want to live no more anyway. All right, the life this man lived and all the stuff he did, I'm pretty sure he don't want to live no more anyway. You gotta remember that's part of it too. People like Diddy done seen our whole life 100 times already. He done seen everything in the world. It's nothing he didn't see. It's nothing he didn't do. So people like him, they really don't have no problem leaving because there's nothing else for him to do after that. He done did it all. And don't forget, they're saying this man was with a 9. They saying he finessed a 9-year-old. The same exact thing I was talking about on the live. That's why this stuff is tripping me out, y'all. Remember, I was talking about, I was like, yo, he probably was using this for a long time, acting like he going to sign people to record deals. But the whole time, some of the kids that never get a deal, they just wind up getting violated. Why? That's what they saying in a current story. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. So when you hear me pausing and certain things, because this whole thing is tripping me out, and a lot of y'all already know why, because you know we've been talking about this. But let's look at some of the facts on this this nine thing. Hold up, let's go. 120 more lawsuits to be filed against Diddy, including by alleged victim who was 9. So once again, do you keep seeing the pattern of this talk about minors? Check it out. Remove this comment. An insider said, if you are a persona non grata for a certain gang or group, there are people who will go out of their way to do something bad to you. No one is ever truly safe or isolated. Now that's to Diddy, right? On his death threats, but we're going to look at this. During the press conference, Houston attorney Tony Busby told reporters he had 120 more lawsuits to be filed against Diddy, including an alleged victim who was 9. He claimed Sean Diddy Combs promised the then 9-year-old and his parents a record deal and then abused the child. So y'all know I was saying the same exact thing. It's not that I'm that smart. It's just that it's common sense. The music was the front. So I'm looking at, remember, he had a camp. We looked into that. He had a sleepaway camp. He had all these different things. So it's common sense. He's on that type of time. So I said, yo, you always got to imagine all the people that didn't get the record deal. From the kids that didn't get the record deal, from the R&B singers, to the rappers that never got record deals, to all of these people. He might have gave promises to 1,000+ people, and all of them got violated, never got called again. See, plus I also said they're going to do him like Bill Cosby. Out of nowhere, he just going to keep they just going to keep throwing more on him, more. That's it. He added that many of the alleged victims have already spoken to law enforcement authorities, including the FB, you know who. Also, this is proof when I was talking about those 3-letter people already questioned and talked to everybody already. Because that's how it go. Then you got to understand, once he's locked up, that's more people going to talk because those are more people comfortable. So that's how it works. You have part. See, it's once again, it's levels. The people that sued him quick, they're the ones that got the money. Because they know you put that lawsuit in, get that money, get that payout, because you see where he at now, right? So somebody trying to sue him for money now, guess what? They're too late. They're too late. That's why they said with this one, 120 more charges. They didn't say lawsuits. They said charges. That's a difference. So that's why I say them charges is totally different. Now, maybe it's because he kept trying to bond out with that 50 million, and this is their way of letting him know for a fact. But this one is 120 charges, not lawsuits. So boom. As you see right here, then on top of that, they threw the 9-year-old in there. So we're going to look at this with common sense. With all of these charges, y'all, 120 lawsuits. Okay, this is lawsuits right here. But hold up. Hold up. Pardon me, y'all. It is lawsuits. 120 more lawsuits. Hold up. All right. I just wanted to confirm that. It's 120 more lawsuits. But a lawsuit is a charge, but I'm talking about felony charges. So my point is, that also means we don't even know how many felony charges he actually got. We don't even know. Because within all these lawsuits, they're different charges. One charge, okay, we know that's a minor, but then he got sex trafficking charges. Then he got gun charges. Then he got so-called drug charges. I don't know. So I'm like, he dealing with a RICO. I also wonder if other people was with him when he was with this 9-year-old. So y'all look at all of that. When he was with this so-called 9-year-old, he told their family he was going to get him a deal. Who was the driver? Who was in the car? Who was in hotels that day? Who helped the little person? You see, this is why so many people are wrapped up in this, man. And it's being said that he did something to that person, man. He did something to that boy, man. That's what they saying, man. It's crazy. He claimed Sean Diddy Combs promised the 9-year-old and his parents a record deal and then abused the child. Wow. So that's another reason why, and you already know, in prison, they really gonna want him dead because of that too. So yeah, y'all. I don't think he gonna make it too far, y'all. I don't think so. I don't think he gonna make it too far. What's up, King? Half of his victims were males. Yep, that's true. That's the part people not looking at neither. A lot of his victims were males, and the males, they the main ones quiet. They're the main ones quiet. You know, some of them probably married, got girlfriends. Get it? Probably a lot of dudes he violated, they probably wound up going to jail, all that. Yeah, man. So as you see, they got him for that minor now. So this is at a whole nother level now. And once again, like I said, how the hell did this man have all his kids? This is what I was talking about. How did he have all his kids with no mothers around? Mother gone. Like nothing ever happened. Nobody brought up Kim. I guess she probably really was sick, man. Maybe they put some C19 and the baby all on her. I don't know. What's good? I'm reading the chat right now, y'all. What's up, Malaya? Yeah, man. Yeah, he got anybody. Y'all don't be surprised if most of the celebrities gonna get caught next, okay? All I know is this. I think a lot of them gonna be hiding out. I think some of them are gonna be getting charged, like, yeah, getting caught slipping. Whew, yeah. This officially collapsed the game for real. It's a fact. Anybody under his umbrella, that's it. That's it. Anybody that went to his parties, plus y'all, let's really pay attention to this whole thing. From Kevin Hart to Tyrese to Usher, we can just keep going and going and going. It took a couple years, but every single last one of them got dirt on them. They got bad news. Every single last one of them. You know, I be saying this because you really got to look at it. This is why I was connecting the dots, because this has never happened before. Even Jamie Foxx went through something. Every last one of them, they not only fell from grace, but their last big news was bad news. So once again, when we talk about Fabulous, his last thing was bad news. Every last one of them. Just keep going. Just look at everybody. We're watching Jay-Z and Beyonce get bad news right now as we speak. So we're seeing that the game is not in their favor no more. It's not supporting them, because before it was a machine, a system, you know. Nope. Nobody even got a major record deal like that. Nobody has major labels putting out artists. Diddy wasn't putting out no artists. We forgot, like, when he had Biggie, Mary, all these different groups. He didn't have no groups. Jay-Z don't got no real groups. They don't have no labels for real. So we got all of the signs that this game is over. On that level, we can clearly see they're not supporting this stuff no more. They're not supporting it financially. I'm talking about the whole Hollywood aspect. I'm talking about from the executive point. They're not investing all of that money into this stuff no more, y'all. It's clear as day. And he's not a billionaire no more. So when it's all being wrapped up, y'all, like I said before, if most of them were smart, they'll run now. If Jay-Z and his wife were smart, they'll just retire. They'll just leave. Because It's clear as day. And that's also the proof by her trying to do country music. That is proof is no black music. We have watched her do something we've never saw before. So that's another sign to let us know they know it's no more black music. Or it's not going to chart like that. So we looking at a big change, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. Who else up in here? Let me read this. Read these comments. That's still part of the show. What's good? Hold up. Let me scroll up. Pray nothing happened to his daughters with him. Yeah. They gonna have it bad. They gonna have to stay protected too, hide out their whole life. What's up, King Bags? Where's the real jail picture? That's what I said. I ain't see it. That's right, Kaz. They showing cartoons. That's right. They showing cartoons. They showing cartoons. Canado says kids gonna be broke. Yeah, they taking that money. Oh, this is what I was trying to read. What's up, Brenda? Who raised him? Seriously, the story begins at home. His mother disturbs my spirit with her white fingernails. And yo, that's another thing. His mother been hiding and quiet too. Don't be surprised his mother wound up being found too. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if his mother and Biggie mother don't end up somewhere. I'm just honest. I'm being honest, man. Because right now we know one thing too. If they put his name with that Tupac stuff, y'all, that's just open up a can of worms, man. I think I said before, I don't think he's gonna make it a Tupac trial. Certain people who's behind the scenes and a lot of this stuff, their names cannot come out. Because when you start talking about Tupac, then it goes back to Biggie. Then a lot of people passed away over that whole Tupac thing. It started gang wars. It's people on a higher scale that got rich off all of this. They don't want their names in this. There's people to this day still getting paid off the music that was hit songs when this happened. Did we not already see Diddy trying to sell Bad Boy? We already saw these people try to make themselves. What's up, Shayna? We already saw these people try to make themselves, man. So we saw them cashing out. But at the end of the day, it's like this. All of the people that was around, a lot of them still alive. His elders and OGs and people that got rich off hip hop, they still living. Jimmy Iovine and Clyde Davis and all of them. So he got a lot of stuff, man. So he got to get low. Yeah. I don't think he gonna make it through. I don't think so. I'm being honest. I'm gonna clarify it right now. I don't see all this stuff playing out. I don't see it. I don't see it. So I'm just gonna keep watching because it's getting weird now. It's getting real weird. What's up, Shan? I see you chilling.
Yeah, I'm chilling. I just want to say one thing. Hey y'all, I can't see the chat right now, but good evening.
Hold up. Matter of
Um
fact, that's me. Hold up.
oh,
Okay,
alright.
I got you. I got you. Yep.
Alright. So Kim had just sent me a video before this live started. Well, I saw it. She sent it hours ago. But apparently Diddy was trying to set him up to be some type of leader for the black people for this current election. And you could have swore he was out here watching your channel the way he was literally saying out his mouth who's representing black people, who's gonna bring up anything, any plans for the future about black people.
Who said
He
that?
had Diddy, he had some interview with somebody. I'm gonna send you the video, but that shit was crazy.
Was it an old video?
It could have been. I don't know how recent it looked
Because
like it was
because it
pretty
was a
recent
video he
though.
did a while ago, and he was saying that they not just gonna get the black vote like that.
Right. Like he was
That was like,
basically setting himself up to make it seem like he about to represent us.
yeah.
And I feel like that's part of the reason why they decided like, "Oh, all right, you want to have
Remember
all
when I
these
was saying?
plans?"
Remember I was saying? I think old boy behind it. I
Mhm.
think Trump behind it.
Mhm. Definitely, cuz I can't front. It seemed like everybody who decided to at one point either bash Trump publicly or get help from Trump and then renege. Trump got his lick back because all of them doing bad. All of them.
Yep. So wow. That's a lot of clarity right there because she said he was high allegedly. Look, we know for a fact it's political. It's definitely political. It's a lot of levels to it. It's political. It's about making an example out of him. It's about crashing the game. It's about that black stuff being put on the back burner. Because remember, it's like anything, y'all. I joke about them being leaders, but on paper and in America, when it comes to money, finances, world recognition, they are recognized around the world. They are considered the top so-called black people on the planet. Period. Jay-Z, Diddy, that's who they are. But no matter how we look at them, around the world, they looked at different, and in the financial world, they looked at different. So to be honest, in the financial world, they are somebody. But the whole thing is, they're also showing everybody by making an example out of Diddy. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're doing. So it's a statement they're doing with all of this. And all of us already know that they letting it be known that no matter how much money you got, when it's all said and done, we'll take it. We'll take it. And maybe he was, hey y'all, maybe he did have plans to take stuff over. Maybe they did see him get revolt. Maybe they did see him trying to do certain things to get in a position. Maybe he was running his mouth to the wrong people. Maybe he was planning something political. Who knows? But he also could have been an older man that was trying to clean up his ways from all the dirt he did to all the people, but it was just too late. Get it? So, at the end of the day, he brought it all on himself.
I'm not
And I think,
necessarily a person who believes in karma, but I just think it's funny how Biggie and Tupac ran their mouths to the wrong people, and he did the same thing, and he's responsible allegedly for both of them being offed, and now this shit about to possibly happen to him. So I don't necessarily want to call it karma, but I also don't believe in coincidences, and this shit is ridiculous. It's
exactly.
disgusting. It's disgusting.
What's up, KC? What's up? He did that interview with Charlemagne. Okay. Hmm. That was one of the last ones he did, I think.
Hey
Yeah.
Casey, yes, Casey sent me the video. Ciao.
Yeah, I think that was one of the last videos he did. What up, Punches? What's up, bro? There y'all go, man. What's up, man? What's up, Sheba? Definitely public humiliation is part of this. What goes around comes around, back around. Karma is well overdue for Diddy. Yep. This was going on, man. I mean, that's how it goes. Man. You're gonna go out by the way you live, man. It's just how it goes. No matter what name we put on it, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? How you live is that's just how it's gonna happen to you, just how it goes. And you might get away for a while, but yeah. So this 9-year-old stuff, y'all, this something else. This whole thing that went somewhere else now, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. 120 more lawsuits, 9-year-old involved in it.
And Fame, did that article by chance happen to say where the 9-year-old was from? Because I feel like that has a lot to do with it as well. Like you were
All
saying
I know is
before.
there's charges. This is coming out of somewhere. This lawyer, well, he gave a conference in Houston, so it might be out of Texas. I don't know.
Oh boy, this is disgusting. Because I remember how you was talking about how when it came to the whole industry and them basically scouting for talent, especially youth, how it just seems like they try to find green beans that don't know a lot about the industry, possibly from certain regions of the country, and
Yep.
it's shit blew my mind. Like I'm damn near speechless.
See, they smart enough to know. See, if you try to he was smart. See, no, you don't try to if you okay, you try to sign a child from New York, New Jersey area that's local, the parents can come up there anytime they want. The parents gonna be right there.
All
But when
right.
you purposely get a child from out of town, Now you start dealing with that consent and custody stuff. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just looking at all this now. I didn't know all that was going on, but I'm looking at it how this is how it always been done. This is
And now
also yeah, Shirley.
I'm looking at this playbook, and then I'm thinking of like basically who's next, because I'm looking past Jay-Z. I'm looking more so of what happened to Crisscross and all that, and just, oh Lord Jesus, help. 2024 is just not looking good. I mean, we already acknowledged 2023 was just like the nail in the coffin for hip hop and everything involving, but yeah, if this isn't clear cut evidence that this shit is over, I don't know what else can be used to convince people this shit is over.
Yep. It's like a whole reality crashing down. That's what's going on.
Right. Too many
The last
dumpster
main thing
fires.
everybody loved and had was their music.
Right.
I kept telling people, make your playlists, start preserving certain things. They already they tricked everybody not to have CDs and tapes, so no more
Literally.
physical copies or nothing. They all, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Next thing you know, you start going to look for certain music, it's just gone. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Straight up, just
Catalogs
be gone.
of music going off your streaming service you pay good money for to never own.
Or they start making it where your favorite songs be like $10 just to listen to it like a movie. You know what I'm saying? One song be
Right.
$10. And it be
Huh.
all the top hits, all your favorite songs be $10 a play.
I can see them doing that. Imagine how many streaming services would charge you like X amount of money to listen to something within 48 hours.
That's
This
right.
is crazy. This is crazy. Just if you can get your vinyls, get all that. There's still some websites I've been even looking into that have great stuff that either you could sell them if you really strap for cash, or you can buy. So that's what I'm into now. I got mad cassette tapes I'm not letting go of from the 80s, 70s, 90s, all that. My parents are just sitting on it. I'm like, you don't want them? I'll take them because I know these
That's
going to be
right.
worth money one day. So,
That's right. Yep. That's all that stuff is going into the antique lane. You know, anything from the 70s is already 50 years old, basically. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? So everything on that level in brand new condition is worth something. You know what I'm
Still
saying? That's
got the
just what it is.
plastic wrapped in it for the cassette. Like, so you
See,
know.
yeah, that's all good stuff. See, that's what I say. Like you can have something like that in years to come. Somebody rich just buy it for it. They don't care what the price is. It's just their favorite
Facts.
tape, and they want that copy. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
just how that go. They took my song "High Speed" by Pop off the streaming platform. The only song on the album. See, told you. That's how they do it. Bring it out, play with it.
Wow.
Told you, man. Yo, man. When you go into history, this is what they always did. Everything, even to the Egypt phenomenon, everything, this is what they always did. They always pillaged and jacked certain things, or when it's all said and done, I'm not gonna just say they jacked and took things, something they always knew to preserve things. That's why if you notice, that's that whole Indiana Jones thing. They always been the most collectors. They teach their kids to collect everything early, stamps, because they collect stuff. So it's like this: we'll create stuff and do stuff, but we move on. That's what we do. And that's why I say our fad ways is also part of our downfall. Because
Right.
as us being originators and creators, we also take a lot of things for granted, but other people they hold on to it. Remember, when you don't have a certain talent to do certain things, you appreciate it more. You know what I'm saying? Like baseball players, right? They'll get
Mm-hmm.
a hat away, they get stuff away, or sports play, that's nothing to them. But a fan, they'll get that. They gonna put it in a glass case. They not, you know what I'm saying? Because they can't play like LeBron James. They look at it different. So they look at the stuff we do different. Like they look at some of that greatness and say, man, that's great. I'm going to preserve that. They learned ever since Egypt, that's what they've been doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah. So the same thing with our history. That's why they got more of our history and know more about our history than us. Because you get what I'm saying? They know all our history. They know all our artifacts. They know all our stories and greatness. They know everything. That's why they the ones that sit on the secrets. You know what I'm saying? They
Facts.
know we don't know. So they always, It's just like hip hop. We created it. They preserved it. How they preserve it? They put their artist on top of it. They made sure he really had the talent to uphold the title. Then they put they put the extra behind. You get what I'm saying? They put him in stone. As when it was all said and done, they put him in history at the top when it's rewritten. That's how get it. Because if you notice, if you really pay attention to it now, y'all, they classify Eminem as hip hop, not just a rapper. You see what I'm saying? He's classified as the definition of hip hop for real. People don't be peeping that.
I guarantee you, 60 years from now, they're gonna say Beyonce was white. They're not even gonna claim the fact that she basically identifies as Creole. None of that. They're gonna be like she was white.
That's the type of stuff they was doing though. That's the type of stuff they was doing. Hold up.
Oh, what?
All right. What's good? Who up in here, man? Hold up. What's up? Well, I'm reading the comments. All right.
Yo, fam, why they try to sabotage you always mowing the lawn in the morning? What you got going on over there?
I don't know, man.
Yo, tell Diddy to chill. Like,
I don't know what that's about, yo.
Diddy trying to sabotage you because every time you talk about him, here go a lawnmower. What's that about?
I don't know, man. That be tripping me out, man.
Petty.
It don't matter what the time be. It don't matter what be going on, man. It be quiet, and it's like as soon as I be on certain things, it just I don't know, man. It's just how life is, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, man. Hold up, y'all in the chat laughing. Yo.
Facts, Dari, you would have swore J.R. Ryder was in the background talking about
Hold up. Yeah, man. They be trying to be trimming and being fancy and all that. It don't be nothing to do. I think for real, it be companies finessing, man. I think how companies be finessing. Like, I think they be coming around acting like they doing work, but don't really be nothing to do. They don't be, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, but how many times a week they come out there? What they sculpting? Topiaries? They making birds out of bushes or some shit? Like, it's like the fourth time in like a week. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Hold up. I'm gonna drop the link.
Facts, King Bags. I was like, okay, Fame got money. They making sculptures in the bushes and shit.
Hey, I know one thing. I be live for real though. That's why I be like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how I like it like that. That's how I want it to be. When it be live, it be like you be right there with me. You feel me? So all that time, hold up, Job for 9. I know who Job for 9 is, but hold up, hold up. What's up?
Hey, I just wanted, I don't have the ability to email you anything. I'm going to drop something on your Twitter August 19th comment because I found some stuff in regards to this whole Diddy thing that was just really, very, really, really interesting. So that's all I wanted to do. Didn't mean to like break your flow or nothing.
Okay. What's up, JJ?
Oh, what's going on? Just mute this. No, I just wanted to chat with y'all a little bit. I just wanted to bring up basically said like at this point now, I'm just waiting to see if other people. I just think I agree with what they said that Diddy shouldn't be the only one that's there. You know, a lot of these guys with him, I think that's really what it's about. And from here on out, just establish a new culture and start locally. You know what I mean? Just the way we started before.
Word. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm just listening.
No, because sometimes I can't tell whether y'all agree or you think I'm talking crazy. But
no.
I got allergies. I muted myself.
Yeah.
But the main point I really wanted to hit home here is that I'm sure y'all are the few people at our community that can understand this. Is that I think it's been long time for us to get from under the shadow of all these people go, even going back to like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, like, hearing them over and over. It's like, man, these guys are not. I can't relate to it. I can't benefit of what they're doing now. We have. So I think it's what this shows is that it's like, okay, it's finally over. Let's reestablish what our new heroes are. We don't have to live under the shadow of the boomers and some other people. We can create something that's more authentic and learn lessons. So that's about the best thing. That's what I think the good thing to take from it is, and be more appreciative of local talent, because like you now know history is now showing what happens if you just what I mean, take that for granted and accept whatever they put in front of you. Our politics is rotten. Everything is rotten, crumbling. So that's what all of this means to me.
That's a good point, bro. That's a good
Mm-hmm.
point, and that's really really a major part of it. Like you said, see, if you look at it a good way, it had to come to an end for certain people to wake up. For certain people, maybe to get focused, because it went too far. It's showing
Yeah,
that people was mimicking their life over something that was never real from the beginning.
Facts.
People ruined their life. People blew a lot of money, spent a lot of time. People went to jail. Like a lot of different things happened. People had kids they probably would never had. We just looking at all this for real. You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, right, they had everybody on this program for 100 years. So we went back into all those different things. This was a 100-year program. You know what I'm saying?
right.
From the Renaissance era, it was 100 years of partying, being fancy. Black people after slavery celebrating, but got caught up in too much celebration and their freedom. That's really what happened.
Right.
It's really
But I
what
think
happened.
what's really messed up is the fact that we don't realize that it's like it's not just one, two. It's like a quadruple program. So it's like, wait a minute. So you mean the Black Panthers and the school system and the music and that's all a program. So no matter where you turn, there's a program for everybody. So it's like that part right there is where I'm getting messed up. It's like, dad. So you mean to tell me like everything is fugazi? Because my dad was in Black Panther, so at least I can say, okay, all right. Well, we didn't get the, and you realize, no, that was a programming too, and these guys were with Jim Jones and all that, and so you just think like, man, you can't trust anything that you get put in front of you, even if you think it's a revolutionary. You find out that person is COINTELPRO. You can't turn to church because then you find out these guys are and no the Divine Nine, I mean, the HBCU. You see those guys are programmed. Like that's what's really got me messed up is that there is no safe haven. It's not one or two. It's like 4 or 5 programs that hit everybody.
It's a fact,
You
bro.
you know
When
what? My,
go
my
ahead.
fault.
Now go
I,
ahead.
I was just gonna interject, just saying like this is why it's so important to not really go with the crowd and to really do a lot of soul searching by just being in solitude, because when you're in solitude you have a clear mind, you're less likely to go with feeling peer pressured or forcing things to see what's normal. When you identify what your normal is, because nobody's normal is going to be the same. But when you identify what your normal is, it'll change your life. There's a lot of deprogramming all of us have to do. A lot of us have been lied to about a lot of things, including myself. But it really wasn't until I said, yo, I got to be comfortable enough by myself to deprogram a lot of the things I've been lied to about. I got to see where the truth is, even where I don't feel comfortable. Because once you expand your horizon as far as who you hang out with, what you think, you start going into different crowds. Not necessarily saying I'm going to sign up to stay with this crowd, but the more you kind of learn outside of what you're comfortable with, the more you'll understand, and you'll begin to understand things you never thought you'd understand.
Yeah,
That's just life.
I only done that the last 5 years at max.
Mhm.
And it's all about algorithm too, because once when you fall into that type of, let's say you're in that algorithm with those, the ratchet and all that, you click one video just because you want to look and see. Before you know it, you in that algorithm, and now you catching more videos. Now you intrigued, and now you falling into that.
Yeah,
So
Facts.
it definitely got to do with, and algorithms is everywhere. You got internet algorithm, you got your movie, television algorithms. um, yeah, you're right. It's all about what you're around, what you see, what you hear.
Mm-hmm. What people don't really understand too, you attract a lot of what you listen, you take in with your eyes, you taste, like you're a very sensual being. So the more you keep opening your portals to all different types of spirits, influences,
Right.
that's Babylon. That's chaos. That's where chaos lives, that's where demons live.
Facts.
So when you try to get that clarity, get that peace, be by yourself, go outside, take in fresh air, do everything that's natural for you, the less chaotic you're going to feel.
Do everything that's natural for you. That's the thing. That's it right there. Because you'll get sick being in these other algorithms with these other weird energies that you're not used to.
Facts.
So
That's right.
We
Very.
Hey y'all, it's Nikki. How y'all doing?
hey,
Hi,
What's up,
Nikki.
Nikki?
Nikki.
Hey, little sis.
And Baba,
Hey,
what's up,
yeah.
everybody?
All right, how y'all doing?
Good.
All right, great. So I wanted to come on real quick. Um, I agree. I agree with you, Shane. I agree with you 100%. I was actually in a chat somewhere else, and there was a guy that he was talking about we don't have any more leaders. We don't have any more leaders, and I'm saying to myself, if you truly believe that God lives within you and you made in his image and likeness, then you have to look within
Good. That's a
and
Mm-hmm.
good
govern
point.
yourself
Mm-hmm.
accordingly.
Hello.
You govern yourself. We can't
Hello.
look for leaders to tell us how to
Hey, yo,
maintain our
I
households.
yo, that's a fact. I just want
Mm-hmm.
to say one thing, I'm gonna shut up because y'all
Right?
y'all doing y'all
Mm-hmm.
thing, right? That's the main point. Everybody's looking everywhere, running or doing all
Right.
this shit except for one thing. That's the whole point of all this, and that's what's making people crazy and delusional, man.
Yep.
Because they keep what? Keep trying to do the same thing over and over again. How
And
many
I just
goddamn
had a
leaders do you
whole
want? If they gave you 10 leaders right now, what the hell would that mean? See what I'm
exactly
saying?
because out of 10, you're
All
gonna
right, now
find
I'm gonna
something
shut up.
corrupt about any of them.
Right.
And is
You
that
got
what
to
you want to
understand
follow?
too, nobody's perfect, including us, all of us on this panel.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as perfection goes, if you're trying to actively chase perfection, well, first you have to identify what is it that you think perfection is. Are you
Right.
getting your sense of perfection off of what somebody else said that don't even know what they're doing and they're hypocrites? Or are you getting it from a source that's bigger than you? Let's start there.
Right.
That's what got enough black folk cuckoo in the mind.
But I mean, when you just look at history in itself and you look at the leadership that we've had, no shade, not taking anything away from them, but at the end of the day, you can pick each and every one of them apart in some way, shape, or form. And
Facts.
not that we should be doing that. That's not my point. But my point is that when we stop looking to people to be our leaders,
Leaders.
somebody to follow,
Mm-hmm.
and learn how to
Yep.
lead yourself, you will get yourself a lot further in life because what works for me might not work for you or Fame
And you
or
getting yourself
Darielle
sick
or
trying to
anybody
right.
else.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Right.
what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Exactly.
But it works for me. So that's how I lead. That's how I govern myself.
Facts.
The other
Everybody
thing I
votes
wanted
for
to
me in my
say,
house.
right, exactly.
A
That's the
leader
whole
always
point.
give you a scapegoat too. See, that's why they like that leader stuff. So even if I
That's a
give you a
good
leader that
point.
failed, you still gonna blame that leader. See, the leaders also,
Exactly.
they give you somebody to blame. It give people a safety blanket.
Right.
Accountability.
That's the
Give you
leader. If it didn't work, well, that's the leader fault. You know what I'm
And then
saying?
as a man, I thought he was gonna agree with me, right? Because I figured this out a long time ago. So when I said what I said, I thought he was gonna be in agreement with me, like as a man. Men are supposed to be natural leaders. So I'm like, okay, I know he's gonna jump on this and take it somewhere. Nope. He argued me all the way down. And I was like,
Mm.
okay, I'm out of here. I don't got
Because you
time for
gotta
this because
understand some of them, that's their job. You in there trying to mess their money up. You know what I'm saying? So you
say that again.
Indoctrination is important.
in there trying to mess their money up. So some people
Oh,
that's what they do. They sell dreams.
but
You
here's
know
the
what I'm saying?
thing.
So
It's
it
it's
sound
called
good.
dialogue. Whether you agree with me or not, everybody's entitled to their
Yeah,
opinion. But the
they're
way
not
I
gonna do
just
that.
look at things, it's like us sitting around waiting for reparations. We know how that story goes. We know how it goes. We want reparations. We got to do what we got to do to get our reparations. Because if we sit around and wait, like the people in California waiting right now for the reparations they thought they were getting, we in trouble.
Oh,
And listen, the person who I follow, I ain't about to sit here and try to convince anybody to vote for
Nope.
anyone specifically.
Mm-mm.
And I'm gonna do just like the book says. I'm gonna give what Caesar's to Caesar,
Yep.
and I'm gonna let my father take care of the rest of it because it's getting a little ghetto. And I'll be like, Jesus, unlock the back door.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
Mm-hmm.
besides the point.
Mm-hmm.
So you're voting Jill Stein like me.
Hey, peace. I don't know if you can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I
What's
can
Yeah.
up,
hear
Tariq?
you.
What's up, bro?
Hey, what up, peace? I really appreciate you doing this type of show today. I just wanted to say it wasn't just what works for me and what works for you and all that. We always had a code as a people, as a code. You know what I'm saying? There
Mm-hmm.
was certain bylaws or understandings that we knew we wouldn't do. You know what I mean? It wasn't just we was out here figuring it out. We had a certain way of life that kept us out of harm's way for the most part, historically speaking.
That's
So
true.
it's not just a matter of what works for me and all this. It was more about what was good for the community, what was good for the men, the women, and the children that kept us safe and in a righteous manner. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's really missing. Just thinking about righteousness. Remember, the elders always used to say, "Righteousness is always right."
Yep.
So there was no question about what was acceptable or
Yeah.
not.
But
And then
what
there was rites of
Mm.
happened to
passages
that?
and things that people had to go through to explore and examine the right to be called an adult or an elder. You weren't just an
Well,
elder
now they
because you got
calling these
older or had a
puppets elders. Now they're calling
yeah,
these
they not,
puppets
they old
elders,
people.
right? They if you
Yeah.
ask me, they just old puppets. If you want me to be for real.
Well, those ain't the elders
And,
they
and
spoke
and
about in the
see,
Bible. That's
that's why they started that all of that slang they started. I peeped that years ago. See, this is why I'm telling y'all, this is why the auntie and uncle all that speech started. See,
Mm-hmm.
that whole auntie stuff really started. So that was like a disrespectful way of saying you ain't got no wisdom. Like, whatever, auntie, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all generation has
Right.
y'all time already. Whatever, aunt and auntie, like, that really mean washed up. But my point is, it was a time when aunt and uncle really meant what? That's an older person of your parents putting knowledge in your head. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Looking out for you.
Right.
So my
Yeah,
point
because
is, right? Well, like I'm going to what you said. It always was about being righteous, like you said. That's what was embedded in me. Meaning, always was taught to do right. I said it before that you knew when you did something wrong, you had to sneak and do it. You knew that. You didn't want that shame. You knew when you did wrong, you knew you was doing wrong growing up.
that's right. Yeah,
Get it?
because you get shunned. Nobody wanted to be
Because
shunned.
most people,
Nowadays, people
like
getting
me
hyped.
and others, you didn't want to offend. You didn't want to disappoint your family.
Right.
exactly.
That
Exactly.
was the whole key. You didn't want to you didn't want to you know come home with a bad report card. You didn't want to get in trouble. It wasn't that you was gonna get beat. You was embarrassed because you let them down. They just took you shopping. You told
Representation.
them you was gonna
Right.
get good grades. Now you messed up.
But
You
even on top
embarrassed.
of
Teach.
that, you didn't have the system fighting against you. You didn't
You
have
know
a
what I'm saying?
system
So
telling your kids, "Oh, if your mother say this or she do that, call the cops."
it started
That's
from the
true.
little
Yeah,
stuff.
we have a lot going against us right now.
What's up,
Back in
King?
the days,
It is
if you
really
did call the
tight.
cops,
Right.
they would come there and be like, "No, you listen to your mother. You listen to that.
What's
You
up,
don't
Double G?
have that sense of community anymore."
Right.
And then on
Right.
top of that, social media's made it even worse. These TikTok have
Absolutely.
we turning
Exactly.
into like demonic.
Exactly.
But this is
Hey,
what even makes me look crazier at when it comes to the whole situation with Diddy, his upbringing, and his mom. Like, yo, what the hell happened to her as a kid? This is what I'm saying. Like,
Exactly.
look at
Hmm.
the time frame of her generation to
Hmm.
Diddy to then Diddy's
So,
sons.
what is
What
she? A baby
happened, bruv?
boomer? What is she? Is she a baby boomer or?
No, she's
Cause
older. She's the
Yeah.
generation before that.
She
really,
gotta be
Yeah.
silent
no,
generation
she's a
or
baby
Is
boomer.
baby
She's
boomer.
a
Who's a
baby
boomer?
boomer.
She's a
She's
boomer.
a baby
cause
boomer.
if she's a boomer, at that time it shut up.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Mm.
it's as a child you was seen and not heard.
Yeah.
Diddy said,
Whatever
"Oh, I'm about to
happens,
be
it's
seen. I'm
between the
about to
family.
dance,
Mm-hmm.
and the people I sign under my label, they not about to be heard. They about to be seen, and they not about to be heard. I'm about to be heard,
And
seen,
you
But
ain't
and
about to have me looking bad.
they
Mm-hmm.
said she had a model, and exactly what Diddy was doing to everybody else is what she was doing with the models. She posed like she had
Lord.
like a modeling agency. I was doing some reading up on her too, because it
Ooh.
I
really
wouldn't
makes you
call
think
it an
about the
agency,
psyche.
but she definitely had
pretty
girls
make sure,
on deck in the
right,
hood.
exactly.
But did anybody bring up the fact about when Diddy went to that Catholic school and how he was the altar boy and all that, and how that
Yes,
school was?
Yep.
and
Y'all
Mm-hmm.
that's
brought
what
that
they
up?
saying. They saying he might have been messed with.
Might have been.
Yeah.
Clearly, this brother had been touched on a lot at that school. That school has been sued so many times for child molestation. Since this,
Wow.
and especially in
But
the
let's not
70s.
pretend like we don't know where he really became zesty. That's at the HBCU in Howard, at the fraternity. That's where he became officially zesty.
No, but when he was
No,
younger,
he
she
went to the
put him in a
Catholic.
Catholic school.
Listen, he went to this Catholic school that is
Right.
historically known,
As a young boy.
especially in the 70s. It was known for molesting children at that school. They should have shut it down a
Wow.
long time ago. There's several
They
lawsuits.
probably sent him there to get growing. It probably really was a growing
Perfectly.
school.
Wow.
It
Tamiko, let me
probably was
ask
where a
you
school with
something.
people with money and certain
Period.
things
Yeah,
they
he
do this
was
on purpose
grown.
to
I'll
teach
tell
Tamiko,
you
them
let me
about
ask you
him.
alternative.
something.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Was that like a boarding school?
No, ma'am. It was a school out in I forget what part of New York, but where
Is
his
it
mama
Mount
moved.
Vernon?
Mount Vernon,
Okay.
It yeah. gotta be Mount Vernon, because
Wait,
his
it's called
Wow.
St. Michael's or something. St. Michael's something. I could Google it for you and find that, but I'm
It's a
driving right now.
Catholic, whatever it
What?
was, it's a
But
Catholic school.
wait. There's a lot of lawsuits, and they actually, they just moved the priests around. They didn't even like fire them or nothing. They just
Oh, I gotta hear this.
when Diddy was there in like 1978, 1979, there was a whole big ass scandal about that particular school, and he went there at that time. And if he became the altar boy and he was like the best
Yeah.
and the favorite and was on the football team,
Oh
you
my God.
already know what's popping with that.
Yo, Fame, real shit. I just watched a documentary not too long ago, right? And it was talking about specifically the Boy Scouts. So everybody around Diddy's age who was in New York or all across the country, they had a lot of these PDF files working in the Catholic
In the
Church as
school.
preachers,
Yes.
all
Yep.
types of stuff.
Yep.
And when
Yep.
they had cases open with the Boy
The
Scouts of
Jesuits.
America, all they did was switch them around, move them around. They didn't get reprimanded, nothing. And a lot of them attacked people who would look a lot like either Diddy, or they came from very sketchy backgrounds with single mothers who said, "Oh, let me pay for your son to go to band camp or to
Hey,
summer
hey,
camp."
Shayna.
It's
I'm telling you,
always
y'all, yo, they
Girl
was
Boy
doing that a
Scouts
lot
and
back
all
in the
that.
day.
Y'all,
That's
y'all
right.
ever heard of a Chautauqua?
Child.
That's what all the movie. That's where the whole branch off for the movie that Jason come from.
Oh
That's
my
the whole
Oh my
God.
scenario of the
God, my
sleepaway camp.
brain.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Oh.
complete side note, but I want y'all to
Brain.
remember that Taraji went to school with him too. Taraji Henson, she went to
Yeah.
school.
Howard,
Marlon
yeah.
Wayans went to.
Howard though. Yeah, Howard.
Taraji went to Howard. She graduated. She's an AKA,
Well,
and
that's why her
also
career is over with too. That's why her career over with.
thank you, brother. I
Oh
was
Another
my
hoping
one.
you would
gosh.
say that. And
Fame.
wait, can I mention this? I'm
Yes.
I'm in that industry, right? Like I'm in that industry, and I can't wait till they flip over to the West Coast, because it's not like that wasn't happening on the West Coast either. Let me just
Hey, I'm
add
pro
that.
West Coast.
Right. I'm not gonna tap on that right now, but just know that all that stuff was popping on the West Coast as well. I didn't go to those parties, but I remember some of my friends who were really like known and famous. They did go to those type of parties with Jamie Foxx parties and Suge Knight parties and all
Well,
that too.
Hey, yo,
Tamiko,
can I
you're
say
Yeah,
something
my
real
mentioning.
uncle
quick?
Kelly's up there.
I've actually been to a few industry parties, and I've seen and felt. That's why nobody can't tell me nothing. These motherfuckers carry demons. Okay, every single one of them. And
Teach.
they little group of whatever, the demons or whatever. If they feel you're not with this, you're out of here.
Teach. Hey, can I
So
mention this too, brothers and
mhm.
sisters? I want to mention Coolio was my manager back in the 90s, right? And I did one of his last interviews, y'all. If you ever, I'm not trying to plug myself, I'm just telling you. I did
Nah,
one
it's
of
so good. I
Coolio.
didn't even know you had a channel. To Shayna told me. I didn't know you had a channel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I did one of Coolio's last interviews, and he came so heavy on that motherfucking interview. He scared me, yo. I was scared. I couldn't show that I was scared.
Coolio
But
explained black people was Indians, and he died 2 weeks later.
wait a minute.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, that's a fact. Go look at his last interview.
Wow.
That's a fact.
Yep.
That's a fact.
You didn't
That's
just talk about.
fucked up.
You didn't just talk
That's why I
about
kept telling people have been fighting for this land. And see, that's why California did a 52 fake out. See, people have been really trying to get their identity back the right way, but they started these fake campaigns of reparation. See, when you ask for reparation as somebody black, you automatically discredit yourself as a black Indian
Exactly.
from this land. Now you
Right.
say
Yup.
you came on that slave ship, so you
Wow.
automatically out of here. That's why they started pulling these games, because through the past like 5 years, it started right before the pandemic. A lot of people started. That's what Kyrie Irving did. You got to remember that. Kyrie Irving went back to his tribe.
Yup.
His mother was Indian.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, that was just a representation. Then you're going to see when Kyrie Irving did that, he started catching hell. See what I'm
Adding
saying?
on to that. Adding
They
on
didn't
to
want
that.
a lot of people to start catching on, so they started fake campaigns and all this other stuff. That's what
Wait,
happened.
Coolio was talking about killing pet
I wanted to
PDFs.
say what y'all see going
Coolio was
on
talking
right
about killing
now
PDFs on
is
my
nothing
interview.
but the York right versus the Scottish right. That's all what's going on. It's like a game. You understand what I'm saying? Diddy is a
Damn.
part
Right.
of the York right, and you gotta remember, Diddy said Donald Trump was racist.
Mhm.
Trump
That's
is
I
a
remember he said
Scottish.
that.
And I'm
How
gonna
did
just say
you
this.
say
Tomboy.
something
That's
stupid
why I
like
say I know
Look,
why he gone, man. That's what I'm
Scottish right
saying.
got way more stain than York right. That's all I'm gonna say. They run that.
Yeah.
They the Templars.
Fact.
So
Well,
Diddy
I'm gonna
have.
say, Diddy start telling it's gonna be over for everybody, whether they're a part of that, a part of that
Teach.
or
No,
not.
And
that's a
also,
fact.
remember,
That's a fact.
Kill him
Obama
before
was
you do
at
that.
those parties too.
Yeah, he got
But
like
Obama was at those parties too. I think at
but
first he was working for Trump, having Obama at his parties, and then something flipped or something changed.
Wait, who was?
I don't, Obama.
Bro, you gotta
Mm-hmm.
remember
Mm-hmm.
when they asked
the Obama's
Obama,
vacation
bro,
with
they asked
Jay-Z and
Obama
Beyonce.
in 2016 who you think will win a rap battle out of Drake and Kendrick. He said Kendrick. That was 2016.
That's
Yeah.
not a
but
You can
but
look
you
that
know
up. The video was out.
Hey, yo, bro. Thank you for confirming
That's
that. I kept
predictive
trying to tell
programming.
people Kendrick is down with that circle. People
Predictive
didn't want to
programming.
believe me.
Kendrick
but
was
They
at the
put
but
him in
look,
White House all the
position.
time back
He
then. That was his
represents them.
homeboy.
There you go. They got artists in the game. Remember, Jay-Z don't rap for them no more, so they had to bring up the new generation to be
Right.
their voice piece.
Kendrick is Black
He's the
Boule.
one.
He's
Megan is
Boule.
one.
And that means he gotta listen to a Templar.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
Also, if Diddy's father was allegedly, unalive, because he was
Another thing about that, right? Repeat this.
No,
Y'all
he
remember the
talking about
movie
Melvin Paul.
Empire? Y'all remember the movie Empire, the fake one with Diddy and Fat Joe?
Yeah, I ain't talking about.
Look, peep this though, right? Why they had him play Frank Lucas when your father snitched on Frank Lucas? They ain't troll you. They trolled
Exactly.
you. He played Frank Lucas in that movie, and your father snitched on him, so they ain't have you.
Are you talking about that Carlito's Way joint?
Yeah, my bad. The
Carlito's
Carlito's Way, my bad, fam.
That's right. Yeah, his
That
dad.
one.
When his dad did work for them people, he got his head knocked off.
So,
Right.
so look, think about it. You gonna play somebody that your father snitched on, or they did that to you on purpose?
They trying to
we
change
know
the
they do
narrative,
that on
y'all.
purpose.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
that's
They
on
trying
purpose.
They trying to
So
say
now
that's
when
not. Sorry, family.
It's
hold on.
another
I
old
want to add on to
Diddy
what
too.
bro just said. What he just said, I want to sum it up. That's why I always felt like he was with them people, because you gotta remember his daddy was in that program. He was in the program.
Yes.
So that means when he got killed, his rights went to his son. His son was in the program too. That's why they put him in that damn boarding school.
Look,
My bad, fam.
So you gotta use your brain. Back in the day when you was black,
you're
you had to
right.
have money to go to them schools. Tell them.
But
My
Yeah,
bad,
I'm-
fam. Can you drop the link? Dari got knocked off.
to be honest with you, but
Hey, fame, it's called the Chautauqua, right? And it's the thing. Look, a lot of people don't know Elvis was a Jew, and he went to a Chautauqua.
He was Indian.
A
He's Indian,
Chautauqua, native Indian, a $5 Indian. Anyway, but Chautauquas is where orphans go get trained to be stars. That's a lot of people don't talk about this at all. I ain't hear nobody talk about this. But Elvis went to a Chautauqua. A lot of people that make movies, they go to Chautauquas and they orphans. Who to say Diddy ain't that either? Who know his father?
I was about to say that, brother. I was about to add on because they're changing
Nicky
the
Barnes
narrative
in there.
now. They're saying that Diddy's mom left Harlem because she actually had the dad set up because he was cheating on her when she was pregnant with or just had the new baby. There's his sister, and they saying that he was cheating on her with this girl, and he got him set up to get him unalive, and that's why she left Harlem, the mama.
But they say she called the girl's boyfriend and thought that he was just going to, rough him up.
Yeah.
And he wound up killing them.
Who these stories coming from?
She messy.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. Who these stories coming from?
All online. They all online.
I ain't gonna lie, I sound like people making stuff up. Right?
Listen, the only one.
You know how you gonna know? You gonna know how you know the lies? All the stories you never heard while Diddy was walking around. That's how you gonna know the lies.
The only one
hey, Fame, I got a hidden gem for you, bro. Diddy got a movie. Diddy did a movie a long time ago called Made. Right? Go look at this movie, right? And he tell you he's affiliated with the Welsh and the Red Dragon.
See?
It's called
Yeah.
Made. Watch them. Look up Diddy Made movie skit and look what he's saying in that car.
Okay.
And I don't care what nobody say. Them Kim's last words, that is the real book, y'all. I don't give a damn. I'll be sure it's just made
Nah,
because
that's fake. That's fake.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it.
I'll be sure scared to open his mouth because he's a part of it too.
Literally.
Yes, he is.
Because as soon as he run his mouth, he gonna disappear too.
Yep, and Christopher Williams. That's
Why is
facts.
he so scared?
Christopher Williams, man.
Andre Harrell was doing a whole lot.
Look,
I remember that.
I'm gonna
era,
be honest with you.
I remember.
I don't think they care about Diddy snitching on anybody. I think it's to the point now that they don't care about any of that. They just want him. They just want him done. They don't care about nobody else.
I agree with that too.
And that's
serious.
probably true.
Like everybody thinks that he's gonna snitch and tell on everybody. The feds don't want none of that. They don't care about that. They just want him done. Like let's put him into the ground.
So
and that's
they
it.
probably want him done so they could move on to the next person because I know they ain't done.
Well, I know Mary J. Blige is up in there somewhere
No
too.
one's talking about what the UN said though. We talking about Diddy.
Yeah. You seen that in Yahoo.
The UN tell you they about to take over this country. Dead ass.
There's
what they
no
tell
president right now. Do y'all are aware we
exactly.
We don't have a president right now?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They won't give it to Kamala. She's supposed to be the president, right? But they won't let her be the president. So we don't have a president. Oh, what they say he's over on some beach somewhere chilling. What's his name? Biden.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I looked at like we never did have one anyway.
Exactly. That man wasn't doing nothing.
This whole past 4 years been a freestyle, man. What you
been on autopilot.
They was
just
just
my
my
grandfather
that don't talk to be a better president than this nigga. I'm sorry.
And no matter what, the next president's gonna be 4 years.
Yo, y'all, when I started seeing money go everywhere else, I knew what time it was, man. we didn't have no president back then.
Damn.
Yo,
and then they get
Netanyahu's the president. Netanyahu's the president.
What happened to the because I know one of them Kennedy brothers say he was gonna run for president.
Yeah, that was Bobby Jr.
He backed Trump. He
Yeah, he got caught.
Trump.
Well, hell,
he wasn't gonna win that. Sorry, they ain't gonna have no.
No, but he would have split the vote, and that's all they. I'm a Kennedy fan. I ain't gonna hold. That's what he was there for, to split the vote.
Hey, fam, you was on point with them vibe covers too, with Diddy on it too. That whole shit was esoteric, bro. With the good, the bad, and the Diddy. They've been telling us. But we just went. Yeah, Quincy been a part of it. The OG of this shit.
Yep.
With the I won't stop now and I won't stop. You can't stop. I can't stop. All that stuff he was saying. He been letting people know.
Well, never talk about
because like the bro is saying, all them niggas under oath, they the ones that's really really scared. See what I'm saying?
I wonder when they're gonna bring the whole Nipsey connection. When they gonna bring the Nipsey Hussle
Don't forget
connection.
about Quincy Jones' son too, who made the Beef DVDs. That's what he chose to do with his life. Remember that too.
Yeah.
Your father, Quincy Jones, and you decided to do Beef DVDs with your life?
QD3?
QD3. That's Quincy Jones' son.
I know, I hung out with him before. Hey, listen, I'm in that video. I'm in that Hold Me Down video at the 5-minute 2-second mark, right? And I remember when I was on set, right? I couldn't believe the garbage that was rapping back then. He said, Young, Black, and Famous got money spilling out your anus. He was telling us back then.
All them niggas was saying it.
Yo. Redman was sus to me too with his lyrics.
All of them. These niggas been weird.
I don't
that's
know.
Part of why. That's another part that's gonna make rap die when people start paying attention to most of those lyrics.
But why did we not
want to listen no
look
more?
At this shit earlier? What was we in some?
I don't know. I really don't know.
That
they were definitely letting that pass on.
They gave us our manhood to begin with.
Yep.
We've been hypnotized for the last 30 years, man. That shit's crazy.
Longer now.
30 years of hypnotism.
Yeah.
Wow.
MK Ultra.
Real quick, y'all, and I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna get off so somebody else want to come on. But
somebody else trying to come on?
No, I don't know if anybody is, but I'm gonna drop down after I say this. So Epstein was in MCC New York, which was in Manhattan, and it's closed now. He was not in MDC Brooklyn. Diddy actually is in MDC Brooklyn. I know for a fact because I used to work there. And
what's that?
The Metropolitan Detention Center where he's located
Where was
right now.
that? You just finished looking at it right here. This is right here where R. Kelly was
Right.
at.
That building, he
And the
really
rest of
is
them.
in there. He cannot
Yeah.
travel with everybody else. Like, his celebrity will not allow him to be around any and everybody. That other picture that you had earlier, that's not the inside of the institution.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
It's not. A lot of people are
They try to
posting.
promote it as that. They be
Yeah,
lying
but
on
she
them.
didn't even get Ghislaine Maxwell. She didn't even wear orange jumper. You only wear orange when you go to special housing unit, which is shoe. That's the only time you wear orange. Everybody else in there wears beige. So you see him with a brown t-shirt on because they wear beige jumpers and a brown t-shirt.
Y'all know Ghislaine Maxwell.
So why they had R. Kelly with that orange joint on?
He was in shoe because he was in shoe.
Okay.
He was in shoe up until when he got sentenced. Once he got sentenced, then they moved him to the unit that Diddy is on now. About 20 people. That's it.
Is
And
this
he
the
did
real
nothing
food
but
in there?
give concerts.
Is
He did
that the
nothing
real
but give
food in there?
concerts when he was in there.
All right.
Do y'all think Bieber will ever speak publicly about any of this?
He should
No.
until years later.
No,
No.
not
No,
publicly. No.
But what with him? I think they're gonna use him as the victim. I think they're gonna do the whole using him as the victim and all that crap.
People like him behind the scenes with it.
Yeah,
He is
for
a
real.
victim, though. He
And
really
that
is.
9-year-old boy that they
you're
had.
not. You're right. He is a victim, but as far as with the court, they're gonna use it that way. As far as
Yeah,
he was a victim,
absolutely.
just to
And
make it.
then Diddy tried to make.
Go ahead, bro.
Then
With people like him, they're smart enough to let him tell his story when it's all over with, so he can get rich off it.
Right.
Yep.
Right,
Yep.
exactly.
I can see him writing
how
a
some
book
people
about
gonna
it
do it.
and getting serious bank.
Absolutely.
he better.
Then you
And they're
got
gonna
people
make
coming out
him
with books like
untouchable.
this, y'all. And look, people come up with it's gonna be books like this. When I was at a Diddy party, shit gonna just start coming out of nowhere.
Yep.
Like years from now.
Yep.
Back when I was I had to write this book before I left. I had to tell my story. Everybody gonna write books on that shit.
Hold up. My homegirl went to a puffy party and she told me about it back in 2003. And she said
I went to one after New Year's.
That's how long it's been going on. That's right.
was
That's why I said
not a
levels.
good scene.
My older brother back in Chicago, he used to look up Diddy in the early 90s when him and his other GDs. He told about Puffy.
You was a bad chick. You was about that life. You had to go pull up, man.
But in the
My
90s,
thing is,
Puffy
I
wasn't
can
doing
see
all of this.
that
He
No,
wasn't
yes,
so
doing the
many
stuff he's
people
doing now.
lying
Yeah, he was
too.
getting pumped by guys like my
Remember,
brother.
it was behind the scenes. Remember, he was doing it.
Well,
homegirl
when
said
I went to a Puffy party, I didn't stay after a certain time, so I got the hell out of there. But
Them
his
parties
parties were
are
like
not
in
for the
clubs
weak.
in Manhattan. I
Well,
went
how
to the
did you know
parties
to
in the
get the hell
clubs
out
in
of there?
Manhattan.
How did you know? How did you know to get the hell out of there? How did you know?
Oh no, I just got out of there at a certain time because I lived in Brooklyn and it was in Manhattan, so I got my ass
Okay.
out of there so I can get
Because
home.
you know what people be forgetting too. You gotta remember, it's the real parties is where the beds was at.
I'm trying to
You see what
tell
I'm
you,
saying?
Yeah,
my
nah.
homegirl.
So he got parties, but if it wasn't no bed around, it wasn't no real Diddy party. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
Diddy was still
Layers
in
to the
thought.
party. That was just the
right,
party for everybody to come to, but the real party was where the
Those are the
bedrooms
parties
was
I
at.
went to in the club because I knew the people because I worked for a record label, and one of the big wigs in there, he was very close to Puffy, and he invited me, and that's the only reason why I was there because he invited me. I went, I seen a few celebrities in there. Okay, I came, I saw, I left. That was it. I would have never thought this kind of stuff was going on.
But wait,
ever.
my
Parties is
homegirl who went
not
to
for
the
the
party,
weak.
And I'm
she
talking
told,
about 94, 95.
oh yeah.
Why did you leave?
Whatever happened to Father MC, by the way, after his baby
She
mama
been gotta
was
wait for these
trampled to
fools,
death?
man.
She got trampled
Anybody
to
that you
death
don't
by
see no
pregnant.
more because they got away from him, man. They ran.
But
Or he
somebody
threatened
else
killing
had him
them.
on the thumbnail today. Something came up with him, with
Yeah.
Father MC today. He was on somebody's thumbnail
Yep.
today.
No, because everybody's gonna eat now. He's in jail.
Mm.
I told y'all once
And
he
he
go to
was
jail, everybody
partying
gonna have
up
something to
till
say. Everybody gonna have something to say. They're gonna make up stuff, add on to it, take away stuff. Yeah, might as well. It's the last run.
and he was partying up till recently because when I went
Who else up in?
Uh-oh.
What's up, Donato?
Yeah.
What happened to that daughter he adopted years ago? We don't know. We still
gonna
don't
be a
know.
long case.
No.
Hold up. What D Hobbs say? Usher brought
him.
Justin Bieber to Diddy. Yeah, but
All
that's
right.
what I say, man. I'm telling you, man, they question all of them already, man. They already told on Diddy, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They already told on Diddy. Everybody told on him. I know the main people did already.
Well,
like hot.
the homegirl who went to the party back in 2003, she told me every chick in there had a penis, like chicks with
Oh my
dicks.
goodness.
She said it was mostly Latino and Asian looking chicks, and they all had penises and breasts.
They say that's how they throw it off. That's why I say that's the Hollywood, California parties. That's what I was talking about. They do it different in Cali. They get those.
They love Dixie chicks over there. We knew that.
They get those because they get them because they can't speak English. You feel me? They get them because they can't speak English and they can't tell.
In them parties in Miami, it was a bunch of old ladies with BBLs and old lady faces. They've been doing this shit for 10 years.
Yeah.
Waiting for their moment in that. Yeah, for real.
My
And we
fault,
was
y'all.
already partying. We partied till 4 in the club.
Yeah, I don't think
I was just about to ask y'all about Gene Dale. What Gene Dale been going live lately?
Every day.
Every day. Every day. Yep.
Okay.
And
well, he put in his work.
Gets on my nerves too. Choke no joke really irritates me.
Yeah.
What makes me so mad about him?
He's such a twerp.
What makes me so mad about him? He acts like he was around he was around Rockefeller. You wasn't around. How the fuck you know what's going on? You only going by what people told you with the whole.
But see, that's the thing. When he first started talking, that's all he would talk about was Rockefeller.
That's
now
like
you got Diddy
Jaguar
stories.
Wright. Punches. That's like Jaguar Wright. She wasn't around long enough either. She was only around for a short amount of time, and they making it seem like she got blackballed. No, she got let go from MCA Records because her music wasn't selling. So there's two different stories.
That's a fact.
Because I'm gonna be honest, she never been big. I'm not even trying to diss her, like, because around that time, I would be honest. That whole time, nobody was even rocking with Jay-Z like that. To be honest, like,
bro, we didn't even know who was saying ooh.
So I will be honest. If you wasn't rocking with if you wasn't with Rockefeller and Jay-Z before all that beef with Nas, then that was the real Rockefeller. That was the real
Tierra Marie.
We didn't care about
Tierra Marie get her just due, man. She got treated so badly.
Me too.
So wrong.
Yeah. Me too.
They drove her crazy.
Yes, they did.
They literally drove her to drink. She can put
They did.
But I just seen recently an interview with Rihanna, and she was saying that she flew over here and had a meeting with Jay-Z on the 29th floor in some office building on the 29th floor. And he told her it was one of two ways out. And it's either through the door or out the window from the 29th floor. And I'm saying, what does that have to say to a kid?
He said the only way out of this office is
really? I don't play like that.
Or you can go out the window and we on the 29th floor.
Correct.
I said,
he was joking. He was joking.
I thought he was joking
too.
I don't play with people like that. I don't play with people like that.
Jay-Z's not a threat.
I don't play games with animals. So
she told that story on the Tyra Banks show. I remember that.
Yes, she did. Yep. And she was a kid. And when she was talking about it then, she looked so nervous and just like anytime somebody asks her about Jay-Z, she kind of zones out. If you ever really pay attention.
Well, maybe that was the end of her career when she said that on that show. Maybe that's what happened.
No, but she was young. She was just blowing up.
Yeah. No, Rihanna's bigger than him now. She's more.
Yeah.
The Illuminati.
But don't he still got like some ties to her? Don't he like run something with Fenty Beauty? Like he got some type of ties to her current finances or something. I thought that was all her.
Gene is at a point where he's repetitive now because he told her stories already.
The reason we ain't had no album from her is because Beyonce was pissed off that Jay-Z and Rihanna was still kind of doing their dizzle, and Beyonce, they said Tidal leaked her album the day before it was supposed to come out, and she was always mad about that. You know what I'm saying? So she went on and let it go for free. That album, Auntie.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
I remember at the time of that album, they released it to those who had Androids for free.
That's probably because same thing like Weezy. She probably won't get paid off of it. That's why a lot of artists don't drop more albums because they're like, I'm not gonna get paid off of this. No way.
Yeah, she just gave it away for free, but she refused to record after that. And then she did do "Bitch Better Have My Money" though.
And who was she talking to about that, really?
Jay-Z.
Exactly. That's why I said something still going on behind scenes with them two too.
And that's why
So
Nicki Minaj
Of course it
don't
is.
sound so crazy no more. Nicki used to sound a little crazy.
right.
Now
yeah,
I
I
get
ain't
it.
gonna
Now
hold
I
you.
But
I
see,
get it.
never
that's
liked
why
her, but
when
yeah.
Jay-Z threw Rihanna that, he threw her that Super Bowl, that was like his way of trying to kiss her ass. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because y'all know really she was pregnant. She wasn't really supposed to do it, but he had that slot. That was the time when Drake denied him too. It all ties together. See that? He did two things to spite Drake. He know Drake like Rihanna and get it. So
Yep. Get back.
and he knew Drake despised The Weeknd. So he gave the two times he got turned down. One he gave to The Weeknd, one he gave to Rihanna.
Damn.
Told you, man, Jay-Z and the smartest people think he is, man. So that
I
means
can't
really
wait.
he was on Drake nuts the whole time, bro, because you know he was the biggest thing hitting in the country and around the world. So you needed that Super Bowl slot and to show NFL people I can get Drake, goddammit. I get the hottest mother right now. And Drake said, nah, you ain't
That
using me
is
for
hella petty though. Drake looked like he would want to suck Rihanna's toes till this day. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
she
what
is,
Jay-Z
she
did,
is
man.
mesmerizing. She is mesmerizing. So
Well,
I
now
can't
he
wait
got to
to
worry about Taylor Swift because she.
Well, I can't wait till the B2K boys actually.
That was
really
on
come
purpose.
out
That's
and
what I
talk.
said. They put Taylor Swift back in position. All of that was the sign, y'all. You got to understand when they let Taylor Swift run crazy this past year, that was to smack Beyonce up. Let her know you back in your place, man.
Telling Jay-Z
Yes,
too
sir.
That's what
slow,
it is.
ninja.
We back at the top of our
That's
genre,
right.
pop music.
Right.
That's not we
Basically
back top
saying
of
you're too
Madonna shit.
slow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they back on their
Teach.
Madonna shit and all that. When y'all had y'all
Teach.
separate lane and y'all wasn't even in pop like that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? People forget. Only people was in pop was like Michael Jackson and Prince or something.
I mean, she's so soulless. I mean, really. No, Beyonce. I love Beyonce. Don't get me wrong, but I can't really feel her, man. I don't feel her.
Hey, man.
Ever since she left Destiny's Child, she
You say the
became.
word, people got quiet. Isn't it, Joseph?
You
Yeah, I
love
don't
trying
like
to
that
you
lady.
you
I'm gonna
love
say it like this,
Beyonce.
man. That's
She had
the
a real
problem, man.
personality.
The problem is people took entertainment just too far. It's not wrong with liking her music. You know what I'm saying? It's not wrong with liking her performance. It's not wrong with that. And that's what I was saying, man. People made all this stuff their life, and I just think that's where everything went wrong at. It's music.
Wait
Is
a
music.
minute. Why is her stomach? Why
If
is
we
pushing up?
put it
Go
like
ahead.
this, if we never would have known none of their personal business, we just would have been listening to the music. Like back in the day, they did.
At least they didn't die.
True.
Yo, well, what?
So
What
we know
about
all their business because they wanted us to know it. They wanted to exploit all of them. That's what happened.
Teach? When they gonna get Ray J though? When they gonna get him?
He's with the people, man. That's what you gotta understand. Ray J's with the
Come
people,
on, man. He with them. You ain't see the
I'm gonna
interview.
keep telling y'all this,
you
man.
ain't,
Ray J played a role of a fool, man. Ray J
you
plays
ain't,
a role of a fool. See, he don't
did you
gotta
see
do
the
nothing. Straight.
Ray
you see
J
the
is low
Ray
key
J
a
with them people,
proster.
man. Why
He
you
is a
think
proster.
when
He
the
sure
mother
is.
the mother set it up for Ray J to be with her daughter, but Ray J had to be approved before that happened, man. You see what I'm saying? When I tell y'all Ray J and them Hollywood babies, I'm not playing with y'all, man. They was born and raised in that shit.
I've worked
And
with
he
Ray
has
J several times. I know
That's
what you're
why
saying.
Ray J has another power. See, when the people make it to Hollywood, these are the people that watch your ass when you come to Hollywood. See, Ray J job is to go watch that nigga that just got go watch that nigga. Go, little baby, go see what they doing. You know what I'm saying? His job is man, he gonna come like he gonna show you around, but his job is to watch, mother. He gonna call whack, yo, whack, this what they doing. You know, should, whatever. That's his job. Powers that be, whatever. That's their job. You see what I'm saying?
Right. You're right about that.
So that's why I was trying to tell y'all, like, that's why you this how you'll know, man. The people that's really elite, nobody gonna put their hands on them. That's why you'll see nobody whip Ray J ass like that. You know what I'm saying? That that's how you'll know through little things like that. And you'll be like, they always around, always getting a deal. But if you look at Ray J, he ain't never really do shit. But he's always around, or they always got a slot for him or something for him to do. Raycon headphone, they were gonna make sure he eat.
Read
You
my
see him with
mind.
Trump. When you saw Ray J with Trump, that was letting you know he with them people. You know what I'm saying? He been with the people. See what I'm saying?
That's big facts. Because who in their right mind is sponsoring Scooty bikes? All right, let me just mute up.
But look, you gotta think though. That's California. People buy them things like it's nothing, man. Like California, man. You know.
You gotta remember, man. Ray J was running around with Suge too, so you know what I'm saying. You'll know who's who. Like,
don't forget Whitney.
Yeah, so my point is that's why.
Right.
But when you seen Ray J with certain people, that was really let you know he got a certain clearance, a certain status for him to even be with Whitney. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't be no bozo ass fool be with Whitney Houston. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that thing goes. That means you're somebody. You're somebody.
Wait a minute, y'all. Do y'all remember when Ray J did that prawn with Lil Kim back in the day?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, but he's still of course he's a joke. He's a clown. Ray J is all of that, but he's a somebody. He's the truth. You know what I'm saying?
He did a porno porno with Lil Kim. Then they said he did a porno with Whitney Houston, but then they quickly pulled that away, allegedly.
Just like y'all know his sister took somebody's life, and she ain't go to
I
jail
was
for that shit.
thinking that just
Yeah.
now
You know what I'm
too.
saying? I'm telling you,
Wait a minute.
they with the shits. That you might well say they Clyde Davis kids too, man. Don't get it twisted, man. He had them from
porno
babies, man.
fame, porno fame.
Facts.
What about
Brandy like
this?
his daughter, man. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
Wait a
I
minute.
think he was using them to spy Whitney the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Was that payment for her getting out of her contract? I always thought it was. Like she got out of her contract. She asked to be off her contract, and then that accident happened within a couple years of that release.
That's how it goes down. That's how it goes down.
Ooh.
We went to the same. We both went to Hollywood High.
You'll see that when she got that whole thing, they got rid of that thing quick. That thing just flew away.
And Bruce. What's his name? Oh my God.
Brandy be walking around. She got a body. Got the. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. She got the rappers ain't got no body, but Brandy do.
Y'all, I'm gonna drop down. It was
body
good chatting with y'all. And I'll see
They
y'all
said
in
Brandy
the
had
chat.
a long time.
All right, no doubt. Appreciate it.
Okay, bye, little sis.
Yeah, so that's what I be saying. Like a lot of them, like in the game, it's different things. Like a lot of them could be cornballs and all that, but they put them. That's like with Megan. She worked for them people. She's not where she at because of her talent. No, she with them people, man. But don't be surprised if after this whole election thing blow over and you don't hear from Megan no more. You ain't gonna be no hit on the radio if Trump get elected. That's not gonna happen because he gonna remember who you work for. So that's how it's gonna all pan out. You know what I'm saying? It's political, man.
Just like Hillary used Beyonce and Jay-Z.
They heavily recruit. The CIA heavily recruits on the West Coast, just so you know.
I mean, I'm okay with that. She don't know whether she want to be a male horse or a snake. So I'm done.
I'm gonna be real. Like,
I'm done.
I think you might not her and Glorilla, all that. This might be the last year for all of that, man.
I hope
that's
so.
Great.
That's garbage. Thank you.
That's great.
Because they not selling no real tickets. They're not making no real money, man. If you're not really making no money with these venues, they're not going to have no money investments.
And that nasty red.
There's no banks backing this stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
please get rid
Then
of
you'll
her.
get removed
Oh, you
from
mean
your
smelly red? Yeah, I'm
Just
tired of
call
yeah. And then
Yeah,
you'll
it's
get
already
removed from
flopped
your
out. Yeah, that's what I'm
from your
saying.
record label because you ain't selling.
Yeah.
So then what?
And
Because these is loans.
People got confused with, a hit song, a song you like, a song in the club, a song always on the radio. That don't mean nothing when it comes to selling them damn tickets, man.
Okay.
And that merchandise.
These is loans.
Like when
So
you
what you gonna do?
when you supposed to be the hottest rapper, and as soon as your shit go on sale, your shit gonna be selling out in a couple of days. They know you not hot like that. You got to sell out arenas when you hot like that. Them shit's supposed to fly. You the hottest thing smoking. Never even went on tour yet. People ain't get to see you around the world. No, you supposed to get that first run. Now maybe your second might flop, but nah. So they know it's not only that they not that hot. They also know the fans don't got the money.
Like what's that little no talent Annie looking broad? What's her name? Ice Spice.
Ice Spice, yeah.
She got a little run. That was it.
She's a rap too.
Good, y'all?
That was it. That was
Chris.
it. They also been using these people to keep the game going, to keep the tickets going, keep the radio going. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've been noticing all this. All those one-hit wonders just been keeping the radio going. They keep the radio going. They keep, that's why now when they do those shows, they put like 5 artists on one show. So all the people on the radio you might hear, they got all of them on one tour because they can't sell tours. So those one-hit wonders, they just using them as like packages to just keep things moving. Radio gotta have new music because radios really get paid off the goddamn commercials. They don't get paid off the music. You see what I'm saying? People don't know that. So the radio is gonna play the hottest song because they get money for those ads. So long as I'm playing Ice Spice, Sexy Red, y'all gonna listen, but we really get our money from these commercials we play. You know what I'm saying? So the radio gonna always play the hits, and they're gonna keep playing the hits, so we listen, but that don't mean that person is really making money because they on the radio. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they got it now. Before, remember, you had to buy the album. When that album was for sale, that's when they got real money because they might have it in a deal where they at least get $2 off an album, something. So if it sell, they might, if it go $1 million, they done made a quick, you know what I'm saying, $2 million, whatever.
So what's the difference,
bro? And when they had the record and the radio station, when they did spins on the radio, how many spins a quarter that song got played on the radio, them artists got paid off of it, but they stopped that when they started doing streaming.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the radio songs, they still get that if they got their rights. Yeah, if they got they publishing right, yeah, you're right, bro. But like I said, I always listen to radio. They still playing all that shit on the radio like that. But like you said, it's the streaming taking money out their pocket. The streaming stopped the sales.
Hey, listen,
because they're not getting a physical copy. You know what I'm saying? And when it was album sales, you also could negotiate your contract in the middle of that shit. Like if they only thought I was gonna go gold, but my shit blow up and go platinum, then that gave me a chance to go to the label and go say, I want some more money. And they was able to do shit like that. So once they started contract and shit, they started making a way to
and they was able
enough. Yeah, bro.
And if they sold more than what they projected, like you said, more than gold, they sold platinum, and they got that advance. They got to keep part of that money from that advance from the sale that they made over. Because if they had that advance and they sold under, they had to pay them back if they didn't sell what they projected.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Well, my husband sold over 1 million Spotify streams, and literally that check was like $1,500. Volume 10, Pistol Grip Pump. My husband made literally only $1,500 off of 1 million. Do you hear me?
Yeah, no money on streams.
Because they probably take a percentage out of that too, don't they? Or no?
They
no, probably. That's what they do. That's how that shit goes.
Yeah, for the streaming, they gonna take a percentage out of that. You're not gonna.
Let one mic. Let her talk.
They get 0.067. It's like a third of a penny a spin. 1/3 of a penny a spin, y'all. That's
you
crazy.
know what? I just can't with this world.
So that's how they robbed all the rappers. That's how they broke the
technological slavery. That's
streaming was the end of them. Period.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
That's what India Irie was trying to make a point about that about 3-4 years ago, but then they flipped it over to Joe Rogan using the N-word.
So hold on. Let me ask this. So if you own your music, your rights and everything, you still only getting that 1/3 of a penny?
Everybody, it don't matter if you coolly.
They did a dirty game, bro.
Oh, you know what? That makes sense.
They also knew it was time for people to get out. When people got out their contracts and it got time for people to get their rights back, that's why they came up with that. So that's why the smart people sold already, but they lowered the value of the music. So yeah, you got your music back. Yeah, you got your rights to your publishing, but that shit ain't worth like it was when it was a hit.
Right.
Get it?
That's
different.
what Aubrey was trying to say. Aubrey from
different. You got this shit now, but you ain't having it in the goddamn 90s when it was a hit. Puffy had the rights to all that shit. You ain't giving it away now, man. It's I made money off this shit 20 years doing nothing.
I'm gonna say like G and Deal said. G and Deal said, yo, that's like you letting somebody take your car and they bring your shit back with no gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what Aubrey was trying to tell them. Don't sign no NDA because it's only worth $1,500 anyway.
Wow.
The whole catalog.
So that's why I be telling people, man, all this stuff is a hustle. All it is a hustle. It's a hustle income, but that shit ain't gonna change your life, man.
Literally, it ain't.
And remember, everybody already got rich off this shit. That's how they did it. You know what I'm saying? This shit 10 years behind now, man.
But do you see, this is what I'm talking about when I said reestablishing something new for our culture. It's these little details. How to create contracts that are not exploitative. How to be able to protect the culture. Like, these are all the lessons we now can learn now that all of these people are knocked off. And the because corporations, they're losing money too. That's why they have to keep doing all this tricky shit and jacking up prices and doing all these extra collabs. You know, hey Jay-Z, you know, if you root for Sprint, you know, you buy Jay-Z album, then you automatically get a Sprint subscription and all this type of bullshit.
Big facts.
Remember I said too, they trying to get everybody into the Oculus. They still pushing those too. Something I said before, they trying to crash everything. Things will get boring. They're trying to get people into that virtual reality stuff too.
Yo, but you know what's so crazy you saying that, bro? I happen to be watching a video. Some kid was playing Grand Theft Auto, and he had those things on, and he turned his head, and you see him turn his head on the game. I was like, oh shit!
That's what they're trying to get everybody into. That's gonna be the last step, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Everybody, they want everybody in the virtual world, man.
Hey,
that's why all this stuff get boring too, because they know us. See, when it get boring, it's the same thing. Remember, the TV got boring. You wanted to watch cable. You got tired of cable. You know what I'm saying? We went to the internet. They know this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So just like you'll see, okay, some apps are going in the trash. Certain apps are doing certain things to get better. You know what I'm saying? Certain apps are evolving. That's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? They know this. even YouTube know, damn, let us put an Instagram feature in. We got to put the story feature on here now. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what they do. They had these technology wars, but some things phase out and
I
then
was
some
gonna
things
right.
advance.
I was gonna say
But
that
yeah,
next, but
so
that's
they
what
keep
makes it so
themselves.
boring after that. Because now you're bored with all of these. I was gonna say something else, but yeah, now you're bored with all of that. Now it's not fun anymore.
They want people on the Oculus virtual reality where we'll be on the virtual reality, but it'd be like we all chilling in the same room.
So
But
You know
basically,
that's
what I'm
still
saying?
what
living a lie. I'm
that's
so
what I
sick
was
of this.
talking about earlier, where it's just unnatural how we just crave stimuli all the time. We're overstimulated. We constantly
Hmm.
look for highs. We don't know how
Yeah.
to handle crashes when we hit rock bottom or hit a low. Yeah, all we really need to do is find ways to decompress before we overstimulate.
And let
Yeah.
me add, I'm a teacher and I see it in my classroom every single day. I actually have to do my classroom like an MTV classroom. I've been doing that for a few years now. But I have to change everything every 2 or 3 minutes. I go from this to that to this to that. But I keep their
Whew.
attention. Middle school. I teach 8th grade science this year.
I'm about to say,
Oh
Tamika,
And I
yeah,
have
you be in the classroom when you be on the live in the morning, when you be in the chat room, when you be at school.
no, I'm on the west. Remember, I'm the West Coast. So you wake me,
You
I
right,
watch
you
you like
right,
the
you
news
right, you right. You be
5
up early.
a.m.
That's
When I
right.
wake up. When I wake up at 5 in the morning, I listen to you when I wake up in the morning. And then
Got
when
you.
I'm
Okay.
driving
Sue,
my
I'm
kids and
That's
myself
when
to
I'm on
work and
8 o'clock.
school.
Got you. Got you. You right. You right. You right. Okay. You right.
Sure, I'm glad you mentioned the part about change because y'all know I'm in IT and all, and I'm in heavy IT, and it's really overwhelming because like every time when something changes, Chrome updates, Microsoft updates, it's always something different. And that triggers these lawyers to call in, oh please, I don't like this. Can you change it back? It's always something new that we have to get used to all over again. And this is my conversation right now in our meetings is the fact that every time when we get used to something, it winds up changing. And now we got to get used to something else all over again. So
There
y'all
you
can't
go.
come at us when it's hard for us to try to go back and redo everything all over now to get used to this. And this is not even just with IT. This is getting used to apps, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Each
This
time
how
when
they
these
got the
things
world. That's right.
fast.
They constantly switching. It's going. This is why I kept telling people it's all about time now. It's no more just waiting around because things always switch and manipulating. They do it. It's on purpose. It's like even with YouTube, I can't just keep doing the same shit. I can't. Y'all don't notice there's certain things behind the scenes. I can't do the same. I can't talk the same. I can't do certain. It's different because this shit is really like that, man. It's like you said at your job. They'll do shit like that on purpose. Okay, we're gonna switch some shit just to see who gonna catch up with it and who gonna keep it. We're gonna see who really on the job smart for real.
You got to keep up.
See,
It's
okay, y'all been
true.
wanting
That
these
is true.
raises, y'all been wanting this, that, and the third. Now we're gonna see who these are the things that go on now, and they're always looking for ways to get more work out of people and pay less money. You know what
And
I'm
then we
saying?
got to deal with the backlash.
As well as get rid of dead weight. Now they always looking rid of, they always cracking the books more now, y'all. Remember this analytic thing made people watch numbers more. So they always looking at what numbers make sense. This is why people get
Mhm.
fired more. There's all these other job games going on. You know what I'm saying? And when I was talking about earlier, now they not letting nobody ride clocks and you know what I'm saying? They keeping everything like that's how this whole world is, y'all. So like you just said, algorithms always change. That's how they
You're
got it.
so smart.
Everything
Exactly.
changes. So you just gotta
Hey,
always know how to move with things and see it ahead. That's right. Like, because
quick
here you
Adjust.
go.
question.
You might buy some shit at the supermarket this week, next week. If you ain't pay attention, they don't put the price up on you. You ain't pay attention.
Or it's gone.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
therein
That's
lies the issue with our culture
That
as
part.
well, though. Like we used to be ahead of the curve, and it seems like we've now become. I mean, actually, what happened in our culture seems to be like synonymous with America. Everything you said, we have to be ahead of the curve. That is what we used to do. We used to be ahead of the curve, and we started following. And so
Yeah.
Right.
that's
This.
you know
something else
why?
to pay
Because we
attention to.
knew we had to do things our way, and that was all we had. So we knew
Right.
it was a certain way we had to do things. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you just start studying how your family moved, just think about when you was a little baby, a kid, a teen, just walking around the house and how the grown-ups would move and do certain things. You know what I'm saying? How they would always do certain things according, and they will always make sure you was in your place. You know what I'm saying? It's then it's some things they taught you and told you you didn't understand, but it was always just structure type of thing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? From the preparation of you leaving the house to when you came home, it was a certain order. You know what I'm saying? To
Yeah.
from even what your regular clothes from your play clothes. Remember that?
yeah.
See? You was even taught the
I still
quality
do
of
that.
clothes and the significance of stuff because your peoples work hard and they didn't want you to dog stuff. They taught you to appreciate hard-earned money. These are little things. There you go. You was taught you couldn't always have your way. You had to earn certain things. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all talk about all this, these are the little fibers that we was getting programmed with coming up. And a lot of us, we still kept that.
Don't forget the church. And also, like you was
That's why I
bringing
say
up
all that's
before,
part of it.
Right.
All that, everybody that went through the church still gave you a structure. Whether we all went against it at one point, we all went against it at one point. But we all had that foundation. Because remember what I said, we always knew it was about doing right. Because what? We went to church, so we knew it was one way to do things. But we did there's another thing, but we always thought about the people in that church. And we see church people, we straighten up. Or we went in a house that we knew was church, we straightened up. You know what I'm saying?
Big mama, like you
we
said,
had our shame. But us hiding our shame always was like that thing to keep us on point. Like, yo, you know you ain't doing right? That's whatever it is, you need to stop it or change it. Because you knew that it wasn't no like, and whatever, I'm just gonna keep doing wrong, whatever.
That used to be the part that used to hit.
You know what I'm saying?
Whatever it is, you
like
need to
that. Because if you did that,
listen,
your just on your ass.
But listen, let's not forget the people in the church were doing dirt too.
Yeah,
we know that already. We know that.
We didn't really know that at the time.
That's why it goes from when we was kids. As we got older, we started peeping game, and we started saying, "What? Forget the church. I ain't going to church."
Hey, but you know what? That wasn't really until like the 1940s when the government took over the church. You know, when they was afraid communism was going to come back.
Depending on what church you went to, too. Yeah, that's what I say, man.
Yeah,
it's
when
like how America is, man. You know, it's how America is.
Yeah, all I remember
they take
was
everything is under one title. You know, all the good churches took the rap for all the bad churches. You know what I'm saying? For every good preacher that was really preaching, they took the word, they took the blame for the other preachers that was touching on people.
But we didn't replace it with nothing, though.
You know what I'm saying? And I know for a fact the real preachers done got their churches shut down and all that. A lot of preachers done got their church shut down, a lot of stuff throughout the years.
Well, Gen X gave us
going with the money out their pocket. But they was really preaching the word, but then had a finance to keep the church going because they wasn't trying to just rob people. A lot of good churches felt like that too. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll see a good church, they'll send agents in there, do some fuck type of thing, and ruin the church name. You know what I'm saying? Ruin certain preachers. That's how they was doing it. Yep. You don't go through that chain of command, then they got a problem with you.
Yeah,
like say,
you know,
say when I'm gonna open up my church right now. I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna just open up my church. You can do it, but after a while, some things are gonna start happening. You know what I'm saying?
That's fact.
Yeah, that's also why they was burning them churches back in the day. They don't talk about that because some of them churches was telling the truth. That's why they was burning them churches back in the 60s, all that. Yeah, there was someone that was still preaching out the book. They were breaking it down, coming out the book. You know what I'm saying?
And we didn't replace it with nothing, though. We left the church, but we didn't replace it with nothing, and that's why we fucked up right now.
Key word we said is everybody got a book in their house now. That's what it is. It's also telling you it's no more time for what? Rap. It's no more time for church either. It's time for everybody self-check. Meaning, hey, like I say, the church is any time people come together in their name, so we know that. But the point is also really meant for everybody to get understanding now. That's what we spoke about earlier. No more words to be really told for real. No more bread.
It's really not.
No more bread to be fed. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if we really are the chosen ones and the gods we claim we were or are.
Because the ones that should be chosen should already have their tools, their glasses, everything. Flashlights. You should have everything you need right now. Or be trying to get with the rest of what you need before it's too late. Yo, most of us, we got everything we need. We ready, man. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Boy, brother, you be blowing my mind. Every time I think I know something, you be like coming with something.
Nah, nobody know everything. Nobody know everything. Nobody know everything. But
I'm very impressed. I just
y'all said some stuff. You said some stuff too, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's everything come together, man. It's like when you look at a computer, it's a lot of things make a computer run, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm impressed with everybody on this panel. I want to tell you.
Everybody got fibers. Everybody got DNA they put into this. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
Well, I think what it is that he brings out hidden truths that's right in front of our face. So we kind of knew this, but it's like people might have shut us down, and then he talked to like, wait a minute, I knew that. I knew it. I can't believe it.
It's true.
So that's I think what it is. It's hidden truths that's been hidden in plain sight, and people been steering us away and saying, "No, no, no, it ain't that. It ain't that." Like the
I
whole
mean,
magic and the Kool-Aid thing. Like that was
Like,
deep. Like,
man,
like they always knew the church was black people's safe haven, man. That's why they had to desecrate
Right.
that first. They
They
desecrated
ruined it.
everything that you love, everything that we was about. They desecrated it, disrespected it on purpose. Yes. Yeah,
Devil,
remember this.
yo.
Fame.
Let's go back 10 years. Let's go back to Eddie Long. Eddie Long was in Obama era.
Teach.
You know what I'm saying? That all that started back there. Remember, they had to bash the churches, so the churches wouldn't go against the rainbow. You forgot?
Damn.
Campaign started back
yeah,
then. They went for them first. So look, when we
and
start trying
against
to
the
pass
war.
these laws, we don't want no smoke. So this is what we gonna do to y'all. We gonna expose some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make some of y'all lose y'all faith. Because really, y'all was going to church for that man, and y'all ain't have no real faith anyway. So we bring down Eddie Long, we gonna crush all y'all. That's what they was doing.
Yo, Fame, my fault. I didn't mean to necessarily change the subject. I just wanted
go
to
ahead.
ask you and the panel that's up here what y'all think. If it's, well, again, I said before, I don't necessarily believe in coincidences, but isn't it crazy how within the past 2 weeks we found out about Earl Jones dying, and then here goes the news about John Amos, and they was both in Coming to America?
Yeah.
And all this shit going down with migrants, and the entire country is in
Damn.
shambles.
Yep.
Like spiritually, I just watched movies with
See,
all
now
of
with
them.
that right there, you just connected the dot. Now I ain't gonna
Mhm.
lie. Coming to America was on TV the other day, but see, you just connected the dot with that James L. Ray.
And John
Bingo.
Amos died days
Bingo.
ago. They're just
And that's one of my
now
favorite
telling
movies,
us
and it's
that
crazy.
shit.
My grandmother took me to see that movie when I was a kid. That's why I say that movie always been one of my favorite, and I always understood that migrant thing. I always broke down that movie because that movie shows migrants how to come to this country, get you a girl, and that's where it starts at. It also
Right.
represents the marriage and becoming an American citizen. They was teaching them a long time ago. So remember, after that movie, you started to see
Mhm.
Africans come in trying to marry black women.
And it's
Bingo.
crazy because
You know what I'm
it's
That
saying?
happened to
for
my
for
mama.
Biggest factor
decades.
code that James
For
Earl Ray,
decades,
James Earl Jones taught me. Yep, that's a
Queens, New
fact.
York, for
I forgot all
decades
about
has
he was in
been
that
known
Oh
as
damn
a
movie.
yeah.
melting pot. So it's like to
Yeah.
see
That's
Queens
right.
now, to see all the boroughs right now, and then those two top actors from that movie died within what, a month of each other. This
Within
shit
2
is
weeks.
blowing
2
my
weeks.
mind. Like,
Hold on. All right. What other actor died that was in that movie?
well,
James
remember
Earl
the
Jones
wife,
and
the queen, she died
Yeah.
years ago,
Okay.
and then the father, the guy who owned McDowell's,
He died. I thought he was still
he
alive.
yeah,
died.
and James
Yeah,
Earl Jones.
he
I remember
just
last time I
passed
saw
away on
James, he
like the
was sick. I didn't know he had died
21st.
though. Damn.
From Good Times. He
Yeah,
died today. I thought he died
Oh,
today.
really?
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't
he
know.
died today. Yeah.
I didn't know he passed
yes.
away.
Hold up. You
He
telling me
passed
Wow.
James
away
died
days
today?
ago, but they announced it
James from Good
today.
Times died today.
Because
Yes.
I'm
Yeah, I
looking
know.
up, he was just
Wow.
alive. He was
Yes.
just alive.
Wow.
Yes.
But
That's
I
what you're
already know what
saying.
they doing because they doing that coming three shit. Because a lot of white celebrities been dying too. I just didn't know their name. I done seen
This
about
is
3 white
what I'm
celebrities just
Christopher
died
died
saying,
lately.
fame.
yesterday.
That lady
Yeah.
from Harry Potter. Yeah.
Yeah, she's been.
About 3 white people that died. What's that dude named Hutchison or something?
Yeah.
I
Chris
done seen about 3.
Christopherson
That's
died
why I already
yesterday.
know what's
Oh
going on,
yeah.
y'all. Because I know what time it is and I know what today is. So we in that
Yo,
dark month.
that's crazy. Cause
That's
like
what month we in. We in the month of that.
And
That's
Matumbo.
heat.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh
said.
yeah,
Matumbo. See,
Matumbo.
I was going to tell you about Matumbo. This is what you're going to notice. See, Punch, you know what I'm talking about. Every time before basketball season start, somebody got kicked the bucket too. Every year that happened.
I was damn.
So Matumbo just died today. The NBA had their press conference. The national conference. LeBron was sitting down with his son. NBA season about to start. Last year, remember, it was Bill Russell. The other year, it was Bill Russell.
Bill Russell. Yep.
Yeah.
It's too much going on for me. I can't
It's
do
black
this.
cloud season. That's what it is. It's dark
Yeah,
energy
man.
season.
And you're going to see it. It's just
Yo,
this pattern, right? It's just
bro.
like a pattern that just
Age of
Teach.
Aquarius.
right. It just won't stop.
See,
I
this
was just
why I
telling
watch
my
Lifetime movies because I don't need to be knowing all this stuff.
People ain't want to believe this was the year for X, man. That's what you said, man. You seen a lot of X's, man. That's all it is.
You know what this is?
People
This
getting
is
X'd out, man. You watch it.
what we
People getting
saw in
X'd out.
80s movies and 80s cartoons
Stop,
that we
man.
thought was so exciting. That's what this is now.
Yeah,
damn.
man.
Season of Harvest.
See, just like Diddy became the X, he became a target this year. Now he being crucified.
You know, the boy, the
You know what I'm
9-year-old boy
saying?
that they're talking about, I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
remember Sammy? I believe it was Sammy. because that's who he signed. He signed Sammy when he was like 9, and he never really brought the boy out. Had him on a string for like
You might be
years.
talking about Sammy. This might be what you're talking about.
Wow.
Damn.
I never knew Sammy was. Yeah, Sammy was signed a bit.
He was
Did he?
signed a Bad Boy. He was signed a Bad Boy, as was, and I
You
remember
right.
Mario.
He did have that look. Sammy was down with him, right?
Yep.
Sammy only dropped like one album or something like that.
One album, and then he
Dang, but
just
how old is he now? Shoot.
like 30.
Damn, that must be from Little
Oh
Sammy
my
then,
God.
man.
They
It's
said
from
it's from
Sammy,
20
man.
years ago, or spans the past 20 years, so that would be about right.
It's from Little Sammy, man. Now the question is, where Little Sammy from? That's the question.
Right.
I don't remember the backstory.
Somebody got to Google it, man. If he from Houston, Texas, if he from Texas somewhere,
He might
might
be.
be
Can
talking about
somebody
Little
Google
Sammy,
it?
man.
I can't Google right now. I'm on the road.
What's his? What was?
Yo, Fame, drop the link for Chris, bro.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me see him. I'm about to look this up.
Wow, Sammy and Mario too. The little singer Mario. I think
All
y'all
of
call
them,
him
man.
Mario.
Mario
wasn't
wasn't with
signed.
Diddy.
He
Oh, you
wasn't
talking about
signed to
Mario that
Diddy,
was
but
on Empire?
Mario, they try to make him a fake Tevin Campbell, right?
right.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought he was Jermaine Dupri.
And he's the king of the PDF files, according to Cat Williams.
Who?
Jermaine Dupri.
Everybody
I
know what
never
Jermaine
liked
Dupri be
him.
doing,
I
man.
worked with him before.
Well,
I'm back, y'all. My bad.
Sammy was
My
born
brother
in
told me this story.
'87, so he a little.
They be, he probably was getting them kids drunk and high, making them do stuff, man. They do that. They rob their ass, man. Store them. Take their power, man.
But that
Dupri living off crisscross money right now to this day.
Yeah.
I never liked Jermaine Dupri. I worked with him before. He's a weasel. I didn't like him at all.
He made the brat a fake ass Snoop too.
Any nigga that
People
funk
forget
with
that.
Janet Jackson is a
Word.
loser.
I could not
bro.
believe Janet got
People
with
forget
him.
when Snoop was in his prime, he created the brat, a fake, like the year right at, like a couple years after that. People forget
No,
that.
literally like a year after.
He was a
It
fake
was
ass
the same
Snoop.
year, like
And
94.
Chris Cross was a fake ass Naughty by Nature. Everybody know that.
Who was a fake ass Naughty by Nature?
Chris Cross.
Chris Cross.
You know, Trent told he started that jump. Trent told him he started that jump shit.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
He held all of us turning our pants backwards in Chicago.
I'm from
I'm
Chicago.
gonna be honest.
I
Never see nobody do it in real life. But
We did back in '92.
they knew some of us was ass backwards back then. That was a test back then to see how dumb we was.
Who the fuck was walking around like that? I hope nobody was walking around like that, man. I hope nobody was walking around like that.
Some places they was, man.
They use a
I remember
fool.
some people they was wearing anything that come in the hip hop magazine, man. Some people was
Yeah.
wearing all that shit.
That was the whole idea. I had a Compton hat and I was like the only person outside that lived outside of Cali had a Compton hat back in the mid-90s. Oh,
they had what?
A Compton and a Long Beach hat that I got from the Compton.
Okay.
Man, and then he used to wear them overalls when Chris Cross came out, and niggas are strapped the
Hold up.
one overall over to the other side.
What year was that?
That was 91. Like 94.
Later, Brenda. Happy birthday.
Well, you late because
happy birthday,
I'll be honest with you, bro. We were wearing that shit before that.
Brenda birthday,
happy birthday. With one strap overall.
You mean the farmer suits?
Okay. Yeah, it was like 92, 93. Like when they had them overalls when they was crossing them over. They used to wear
we was wearing them
between 90 and
I'm about to say
like 90 and 90, like 90 and 91.
Hey, yo. Canado, Sammy from Miami. I was going, you know what's funny? Because me and this dude, I know we used to joke. It was this dude named Sammy, and a nigga say that shit, Sammy from the Yammy and shit. Sammy from Miami for real. Wow.
Damn. Yeah.
Sammy from the Yammy got
that. Explains a lot. That explains a lot. I wonder how he's doing in there. Is he freaking out or is what? I wonder what is he sleeping all day?
Come on now, come on now. Whatever, he's freaking out.
Yo. Did y'all hear that the cartel, the Sinaloa cartel, is out to Diddy? And apparently he owed them $666,000, and the judge dismissed the case. That they tried to sue him for that, but the judge dismissed the case. Said that they can't sue him for illegal drugs, like illegal activities.
Oh my God!
Wow.
That's why I
Oh
say
my
this shit
God.
sound crazy, man. I'll tell you,
Wow.
man.
Yo, C
I don't
Mills. Yo,
understand.
C Mills.
Yo.
Yo. That's not real.
Thank you, bro. Get him for that.
How do
That's
you
not real, C
know?
Mills.
How do you know, bro?
C Mills.
There's no
C
such
Mills.
thing as suing
C
somebody for
Mills.
drug money,
C
man.
Mills, you the bro. You the bro, C
Oh,
Mills.
Yeah, come.
okay.
Yeah.
Now we was talking about that earlier, C Mills, man. People spraying fake stories on these platforms, man. These niggas out here lying, making up shit, man.
Oh, damn.
C
Good
Mills,
point.
you know what I'm saying? You know damn
Don't
well
the
you can't
cartel be
sue
involved
nobody
with
for no damn
drugs?
drug money. You're gonna get locked up, goddamn.
Yeah, that's what you know what I'm saying. But I'm just like that's what I'm saying because you know I came on late. I don't know if y'all had said something about it, but I didn't think that was true. Like you know what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. Like that's what they were saying. But
They saying a lot of stuff. I want to hear what they saying. I heard a lot of
Yo,
stuff
C
people saying,
Mills.
man.
C Mills.
That Kim
what's
Porter
up,
was
John?
fake too, man.
You thought that shit was true, so stop it. I know you thought it was true. You came up. You said it. So you thought it was. You thought that was true.
Where he get the drugs from?
They don't cost
Did they get that boy right? Where he get the drugs from? We never know for
But
real.
I'm saying though, he had
I
to
don't
get
put
them
nothing
drugs from
past
somewhere though,
nobody.
bro. He had to get them drugs from somewhere.
I don't put nothing past nobody.
Unless he owe another government agency some money, that could be it.
Uh-oh.
He might owe another agency some bread. He was doing some work for them. He ran over their stuff.
But I was listening to Judge Joe Brown, and he did say it was something funny about that case. He said something don't seem right.
Yeah, it don't.
He said some don't. He said something don't seem right, and I kind of agree with him because he said somebody's getting protected, which we all know somebody's getting protected.
Yeah, he talking about them high ups. He talking about them people over here, man.
Yeah.
High up. The ones who's really behind all this stuff. The biggest movie in the black community, the biggest mind control program.
Well, he
So,
was.
man, you really think Diddy in jail right now?
Yeah.
Me personally, no.
I really
If he
feel
is,
like
put
if
it
this
like this. If
nigga
he
was
is
in
in
jail,
there,
he's
it's
just
like I
getting
don't think he's
bullied
gonna.
right
Like when
now.
it's
I'm
all, he
sorry.
might be in there. Put it like this. He
What
might
you
be.
They're gonna
say?
be
What you
like,
say?
yo, Diddy Bop and Harlem Shake for the soap, my guy.
Diddy do what?
Yeah, I don't think when it's all said and done, he's gonna be in there. I put it like this. I think he might be. They might be playing a role right now. Got him in a little room and shit on some bullshit. He probably in there eating good. New York's finest food, all that shit. But I think when it's all said and done, man, he ain't going to court. That's what I think. I think he's gonna get away, man.
You think he gonna get away?
They're gonna make him give away all that money. They just gonna take all this damn money. They might let him keep $1 million and take all the rest.
Yo, bro, you really think he gonna get away? Come on,
I don't think he gonna last.
You really think he'll get
I'm gonna be
away?
honest, man. I think he worked for them people. I think he worked for somebody, bro. To be honest with you, man, I think this deep.
Yeah, I do too. At this point, bro.
Put it like this, bro. You watch Donnie Brasco. You see how it was all said and done. Donnie Brasco got locked up with everybody too. They were showing us the whole. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. They playing it out, but the whole time, man, he was already working for somebody. Put it like this, Punches. You know damn well all that shit he got away with, that would have never happened to me or you.
Oh, most definitely.
We would never got a chance to make $1 billion. Look, put it like this, y'all. This guy gotta look at. He made $1 billion, right? This guy gotta look at it. He made $1 billion because they let him, because he helped them make $100 billion. So you gotta understand what's going on, man.
But I think, but
all right, I'm gonna give you the scenario on that. Think about Training Day. They let Denzel do all that dirt.
You're right. You're right. But you're right. But when you start
them niggas that was
fucking-
really running shit, he had to pay
look,
up. But when he knew too much, they let the Russians take his ass out.
That's true. But when your ass start acting up, when you do work for them type of people,
they're gonna
like,
dispose him
yeah,
anyway.
they don't care about how much money you made. Yo, listen, you're doing too much. All right, we got a trick for his ass.
That's right.
Yeah, they're done with him.
Said you don't let Denzel rob the Crips, rob the Bloods, let him do whatever he want, murk motherfucker, whatever he wants. It was all said and done. They said you're not gonna tell who you really work for. You wasn't working for the department, you was working for us. You know what I'm saying? And that green bean with Denzel, that represent the green rappers that was around Diddy in the same program. It was around Diddy. He had them doing all this dirt. They ain't know what was going on, incriminating them the whole time for them to be set up. Told you, man. It's mean as all these movies, man. They were showing us the whole shit. And that movie took place in LA. Just like every single major shit. Tupac happened in LA, Biggie happened in LA. LA is the home of all this shit, man. half that shit in LA be fake. And in LA so real, they put in movies first, then do it. They the ones that made Deep Cover show you about agents.
Teach.
One of my favorite movies, man. Deep Cover. Show you they had niggas looking like drug dealers, shooting niggas, all that. Straight police.
Each. That's a lot of the speculation about Snoop on the West Coast about that.
So when you said that about California, it always been like that with agents. They staged that event with Bunchy Carter them at UCLA. They always been doing that. The whole Black Panther, they always been like that.
That was my first rap name, Bunchy Carter.
They always kept Cali on lockdown with psychological programs, man.
Yeah. They was recruiting at my school openly and actively at Cali.
They always wanted the blacks in Cali to stay fucking mad. Y'all had the best weather, the best fucking life, and they always want to try to be mad out there. That's what all that was about. Fake ass revolution. But if I actually tell me one time a revolutionary shot somebody that had a name, a famous revolutionary shot somebody, then let me know. They was just shooting their mouth off, gassing people up.
I know I was on cloud nine when I was in Cali.
They always made people in California feel like they wasn't black enough. That's what all that was about. Getting people.
Well, they all mostly came from like Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas. They had shit to prove.
Yo, I like, bro. I like when you said gassing people up.
That's what they be doing, baby. Gassing motherfuckers up. That whole black power shit kept people broke for a long time. That's fucked us up too. Black power and all that shit, man.
Bro, you basically dehypnotized me when you gave that video.
I know it hurt, man. But
I know that was fucked up.
But I never told y'all I got a panther on my arm, man, so I can talk my shit. You feel what I'm saying? I told y'all I was the most brainwashed of them all. I got a Black Panther on my right arm. I'll tell you to this day.
Kept me poor my whole adult
life. I
was
real against the grain. You feel me? That's what I was about. So I'm just telling y'all, man, I did all that shit. None of that shit worked. So that's why I'm here to tell y'all the truth. All that shit, anti-shit ain't gonna get you nowhere, man. That's why it is where it is. But it is real people that was on that type of time. They sacrificed their life. You know, it's people that was really banging their wood. If they really was trying to protect their hood and do the right thing and make sure everybody was straight and make sure everybody struggled.
So what you just saying right there to me, what you just said right there, to me, it makes it sound like what everything Malcolm X was doing was some bullshit.
No. Wait.
Not everything.
He said some real shit right there.
Put it like this though: everybody that we witnessed, they all had truth with them, but it was other things mixed. Remember, when you got the truth, it just take a little bit of lies to make it not the real truth no more. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, didn't he get his
we was getting truth, but we was getting other stuff. Like this, how I look at Malcolm X. I look at it like this: is no such thing as a nigga was in Massachusetts penitentiary and then he come out and become a star of the Nation of Islam. That's one. He was going against white people at a real critical time. All right, boom. He went against Elijah Muhammad. At this time, Elijah Muhammad was at a certain level. All right, he did wake the black people up. See, what happened is Elijah Muhammad started the Nation of Islam. He really did started waking black people up in the goddamn 30s and 40s. He did. He really did start teaching people. He told black people back then, got to build your own nation, get your own land, plant your own farm. Elijah Muhammad was teaching about drinking out of soda cans in the goddamn 60s. He knew about all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But what happened is, to be honest with you, Malcolm X, I think after a while, they got in his head and used him to collapse the nation. That's what happened. So what happened was he went into that personal business, where as we know, really, they were supposed to keep it amongst themselves, but he went into the public. But the point is, when you look at the big picture, they made him be up under that man out of penitentiary. So what my whole thing was, they showed you in the movie, if all these people with the Nation of Islam all these years, what made them put this one man under Elijah Muhammad? And then this one man winds up going against him, and this friction. Get what I'm saying?
Teach.
But I also think sometimes they use Malcolm X. This one way I think he was green. They put him in that position. He really thought he was doing the right thing. Then when he peeped game, he realized he was caught up in the whirlwind. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds about
There's
right.
a lot of things with that, man. See, another thing is this too. Elijah Muhammad was the main person waking up black people with real knowledge. So they say at that time, the knowledge Elijah came with, that was the knowledge the black man needed and the black families actually needed at that time. Yes, even though, yes, it was other forms of Islam. See, they put it with Malcolm X, went over, he learned other forms of Islam, yes. But that was the ways of the Arab. And what Elijah Muhammad was trying to tell people was, we got to have our own way of doing things. You know what I'm saying? So what happened was, when Malcolm X went over there, allegedly, whatever happened, he came back and he was campaigning against the nation. All he was supposed to do was just leave it at that. That's what he's supposed to do, just leave and don't bash the nation.
That part.
Because they were nation building and they did have all things going on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember this the racist time. Yes, Elijah Muhammad did work those deals, but the deals he worked was, I got my people over here, I got your people over there.
Over there. Yep.
My people,
Yep.
you'll stay for your people.
Yep.
That was a lot. See, what happened was Malcolm X started finessing, and then Farrakhan came in and finessed all of Elijah Muhammad works. But if you want to know the real Elijah Muhammad, you got to read his book. You got to read Message to the Black Man. He wrote a book, How to Eat the Lid.
Got it right there.
Elijah Muhammad, everything Dr. Sabi was saying, to be honest with you, Elijah Muhammad said it first. He said some of that stuff first. You know what I'm saying? This is the truth.
But I want to.
This knowledge he was dropping was in the damn 30s, 40s, 50s. You know what I'm saying? So that's what was needed. The black men need to be disciplined. A lot of black men was alcoholics, beating on their wife. They needed that military discipline in the Nation of Islam. Teach brothers to put that liquor down and be a man. You know what I'm saying? That's what they needed back then. That's what all that was about. You know what I'm saying? That structure. Cleaning them up, putting them in suits so they won't look like bums on the corner. You know what I'm saying? He was teaching about land and ownership and community. You know what I'm saying? That's what all that was about. Yeah. But at the end of the day, yes, they took Elijah Muhammad down. It was all said and done.
Well, as far as the revolution is concerned, it's not just about because I grew up with Honorable Elijah Muhammad in our house, but I feel like I had post-racial persuasions from day one. And what I look at it as, they wanted to shut it down because it was very much about empowering people. Remember, these guys reached out to the KKK and the white nationalists and stuff like that. And they were afraid that these guys would link up and turn against the government. So
you got it.
There was a lot of business deals on the table, man. So you got to understand, man, some people wasn't with that race mixing stuff. That was for different reasons. It was a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? So put it like this, America always had to be controlled. So there were certain things put in place to keep things in order.
Yeah, you know, and that's why they took over the church. I read about that in the 1940s because the church was moving toward communism with black folk, and they didn't want that to pop off.
That all goes into that Jim Jones stuff. You know what I'm saying? When black people got out of slavery, they was, like I keep saying, when I look at it now, they wasn't just focusing on doing what they had to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they started getting into them damn politics. That's what did it. They started getting focused on. See, the whole key was this, man. If we knew we were slaves, we already knew they was never going to treat us fair. We already knew that. So all we were supposed to do was just keep coming up with ways to finesse. They never going to treat us fair. They never, you know what I'm saying? So they kept looking for something that wasn't never going to be there. And they kept wanting this certain treatment, but that shit went on for decades to where we at now. That's what I keep saying. This is the same thing we're dealing with. False promises, waiting, not doing nothing, and just
same as that kid. Same as that.
You know what I'm saying? So, but then you gotta remember this too. It was some people that always just kept their head down and just did what they had to do. Those are the bloodlines of people that still got stuff to this day.
Teach. And you know, when you said
all so-called black people are not from a struggle. That's just the facts. And it is some black people that know their bloodlines and history. They got the documentation on it. Anytime you see people named the third, so-and-so the fourth, you come from a bloodline, man. You know what I'm saying? I know that's how it goes. It's like with Usher. That's a bogus story. Usher got a father's name is the goddamn fourth. I mean, Usher come from something. But whoever his people still sold his ass. Usher's somebody. That's why his name is a fourth, right? All right, then. Anybody with a third, the fourth, that means they come from a family and they keeping that damn family name going because that shit money in it. It's a family bloodline. That's how you know black families that come from a certain background. You know what I'm saying?
The brand name.
Or their name, the daughter, the same name as the mother, the grandmother. They got the great granddaughter got the grandmother, keeping it going like a royal family. That's how it goes. Pass the names, keep the family royal. There's a lot of black families like that. So that's why I say everybody wasn't in that. Now back to you, Jay. When you was talking about how you grew up a revolutionary, it's a question I got for you. Did you grow up poor?
Yes and no. I mean, am I the firstborn? My dad was in Twin Towers.
Did you grow up poor, or did you grow up living a suburban lifestyle?
Oh, I never lived in the suburbs. When I was in Chicago, I was living in the city. Then we got
All right,
my
that's my
parents,
whole. That's the only point I wanted to make.
and I was in the
Anybody
ghetto.
talking revolution, anybody talking that, I'm gonna show you they was poor or that was in a poor situation.
Right, because
That's
my
where that
mama's
talk
from the
come from,
suburbs.
y'all. That's
You
the
started.
whole decoding of this whole shit. So I'm
Because my
saying the
mama,
same thing with racist white people. Only poor white trash, or not just poor white trash, whites who are poor talk that race shit. Rich whites want to be your friend because they like when you spend that money. You know what I'm saying?
right? My
That
mother grew
whole,
up. Mhm.
all that is poor talk, y'all. That's just what it is.
You are right.
Because when I
Yeah,
was in the hood and I was stuck in the hood, I was mad too. And I used to have that same talk because I really was mad. I used to
but
call
my
every
mom had us
all
in
the
a
devil.
different mindset
You know what I'm
though.
saying?
So we were one of the few that always talked to white people, talked to people of different races. And my dad was a history teacher, and my mom's a high school teacher. So at least I used to. They were like, "Oh, you can't fit in with us. You talk white. You talk." I was like, "No, I'm gonna get smacked if I don't talk proper
You
English."
was talking
So
proper
my brother
English,
used to
man.
sell us
That's
drugs
what I
and
was
shit.
saying. Back then, if you talk proper English or wanted to be something different, they called you, they looked at you as a sellout. This is
I
what I was
definitely.
talking about. The Black Revolutionary, all that type of thing, that started division amongst Black people, man. Because everybody wasn't with that. Remember, I just said it. Some Black people just want to keep their head down and just get their money and just stay out the way. But it was other Blacks always trying to do too much, want to prove a point to master that they somebody. Meanwhile, you're not gonna win. There's no such thing as a revolution. They got more guns than you. they got so much shit, nigga. You ain't got that. You ain't got X-ray nothing. You
Yeah,
ain't got no
you
planes.
know
You got
what?
nothing.
It's crazy, bro. You saying
False
that
reality.
because
Man. Yeah,
I
bro.
remember my brother used to always try to beat me in the head with yo, what's today's mathematics? And I used to be like, yo, bro, I ain't with that shit. I ain't with that. Don't come to me with that shit. I used to tell like, yo, bro, I don't want to hear that shit. Don't come to me with that shit.
You
And
know,
I
all that
wasn't
stuff
saying it to
start
be mad.
division, man. Start division in
I
the
just
household.
couldn't be. I was like, yo, I don't want to hear that shit. I used to get on my brother all the time about that. Like, yo, don't be coming to me with that shit.
Yeah, start division.
That's
So
so
all
funny.
we do, we was taught so many different things, and everything we was taught just kept us divided. So go back to what she was talking about earlier, Tamiko and the rest of y'all. We was raised a certain way, but as we get older, we start taking on all this other shit. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? You're raised one way, you start going out in the world, you start listening to everybody else. Even though your people's already told you what time it is, you listen to everybody else. But then you find out, damn, my people did tell me some real shit. They was telling us. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yep.
how life goes. We spend our whole life trying to go against the fucking grain to prove
Yeah.
that who we are. And then we
Facts.
find out the hard way. And then we
Facts.
just, you know what I'm saying? We realize, damn, I done wasted all that. That's all life is
All that
about.
time.
That ego shit. We spent a decade trying to prove to our parents that we fucking grown and we do what the fuck we want to do our way, even though it could be straight failure. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? But then we go through that, and then we try to do
It,
things right. Then remember, it's levels.
it,
You got the marriage thing. You got the relationship. That's a whole nother world. Like, so finances, like, yo, man, it's like
Yep.
this, y'all. We're taught the right things, but it's society that get us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once we start taking on all these other things, other spirits, that's what really do it. You know what I'm saying? We lose who we really are. I'm gonna say we lose. When you was in school, when you was young, you probably had an idea what you wanted to do, or some way we had an idea, or things we used to like, things you used to like to do, things that made you happy, whatever it is. But as you got older, you got away from them things. You know what I'm saying? Somehow we lost focus. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened.
can I add on to the back of that, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, same way. Cause you know we all, like they say, we backslide, and I think that the same thing that you just said, bro, is so true. Like, and I think it's so important because we end up some of us falling off track. But when you God's child, and when God know, and when you know that you're a chosen one, and God got His hand on you, yeah, God gonna chastise you, gonna let you go astray. You gonna go through some hard times and learn life. But then when you start to wake up and realize, like, damn, everything that your parents and everybody taught you, the morals and everything, it comes back, and you end up saying, damn, my mom was right, my dad was right, my auntie was right, my grandmother was right. And like you start to think like, damn, all like you said, all this stuff could have been avoided.
I
You know,
wasted all that
You know what
time.
it was? What it was is they didn't explain a lot of stuff. That's what it was. They told us stuff, but they didn't explain it. Like they
and,
didn't explain, say, like, they didn't break it down. Like, you know, when you drop out of school, you know you ain't gonna get no good job, right? And they didn't just say simple shit like that. They just said
yeah,
go to school and get good grades, whip your ass. But they never told you, like, look,
Right.
Your life is going to be based on your grades because it's going to determine how much money you're going to get, what type of job you get. See, a lot of us, if you was in high school, you might have been on your own. You ain't had nobody prepping you. Look, what you going to do when you graduate? What you want to take up? All right, you need to start getting ready to whatever it is. Okay, what you like, music? Okay, well, when you graduate, we're going to roll you into a recording program. No, my point is we was on our own at high school. We were raised fit. You figure it out on your own. You're grown. You're 18. Get the fuck out the house. That's it.
Yep.
And I'm just saying this to say this, and I'm not changing the subject, taking off anything, but when God got you no matter what you go through. And I'm saying this like when I went to the penitentiary and I was getting paroled, do you know the lady that was doing my parole interview went to my dad, my father, and my mom's church. And when she saw my name on that paper, she said, Charles Miller. She was like, I only know one Charles Miller. She said, who your people? I started telling my dad, my mom. She said, boy, get out of here. She said, you come from good people. She said, you know what? God got you. She said, you're going to be all right. And she said, I had your parole answer for you in 3 months. The very next day, I went to the penitentiary in Texas. And January 3rd, she had my parole answer. I made parole. And when I made parole and I came home, went to church, guess what? She was at church. She was so happy to see me. That's why I say, no matter what you go through, sometimes you have to go through it. God will put you through it, but God got you. You know what I'm saying? And that's real deal.
Agreed.
Yep.
And that's all I got to say about that, man. So it's like when you know, and you can slide off, but when you got to get yourself together, and when God got you, He gonna send those people to protect you and make sure you're all right.
Yep.
So
that's how it go, man. When you get out of miraculous stuff, sometimes that's how you know, man. Like that's how it be. So, and yeah, man. Every day don't work for everybody, but sometimes some people know what's up, man, because they don't seen it with their own eyes, man. So
telling you, man. So when that's all that. I know God is real, cause for real, man.
That's powerful, brother.
Yeah, for real.
just anybody got they mind in order right now, you on the right track. That's what all this is about. The people that lost their mind already, they already got infested with demons, man. You know what I'm saying? They done. Anybody that can't think straight, they're already infested, man. It's just how it go. That's part of the curses, man. When I be talking about the delusional stuff and all that, people losing their mind, that's part of it. That's part of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just all truth. We see people losing it. That's what we're watching real demons. We're watching people do the most horrific things and they don't even know why they did it. You know what I'm saying? When your brain can't comprehend that you're about to shoot your own daughter, that means you a demon. You know what I'm saying? You something else. You don't even acknowledge what came out your body. There's no love there at all. See what I'm saying? And somebody said it yesterday in the chat when I was talking about that trafficking and chopping up stuff. Yes, that's what they was prepping. Look, y'all. Somebody said it, the movie Hostel. That movie Hostel saw all that really was about that trafficking and organ harvesting. That's all that's about. How they got those rooms set up, slaughter your ass, and they made where they clean them shits up. They got warehouses where they got them fake ass surgery tables just for all that underground stuff. Yes, y'all. So somebody said in the chat, yes, they was like hostile. I'm like, yeah, those movies were really about kidnappings.
Damn.
Remember, anytime you held against your will, that's kidnapping. You know what I'm saying? So those was movies showing us about what they be doing to people when they make videos out their ass. Because remember, you got the snuff videos they make where people be scared to death, about to die, but they don't die. They just torture them. They got those videos. Then they got the sex ones. But that whole setup is showing you how it actually goes down.
Damn.
Yes. So when I told y'all this shit been going on for a while, it's been in our face the whole time. But that's what that whole Saw and Hostile is really telling us about the organ harvesting and the trafficking, the kidnapping.
Remember, Ashton Kutcher did a movie called Butterfly Effect. Remember that? Mm-hmm. And what that was about? It makes sense now.
Yeah, I remember the first one. Yeah, I remember the first. I only rock with the first one. But yeah, they were showing us all this stuff the whole time, man.
And they connecting Diddy to the Brittany Murphy thing. I don't know if y'all know about that or heard about that.
Whoa, Brittany Murphy. That's crazy.
Brittany Murphy, allegedly.
Oh, he didn't do that. Come on.
So what's up with that? I don't know nothing about that.
So Brittany Murphy, you know, little actress from what's that movie?
8 Mile and other stuff. She's cute.
what's that movie? The big one though. Anyway, she was dating Ashton Kutcher at one point, and they claimed she went to Diddy parties and she was talking too much in Hollywood. Now they like to blame the husband, but the husband ended up, unalive 6 months later the same way. Allegedly, she died of pneumonia, and she had them silver whatever metals in her body, just like Kim Porter, same type of pneumonia too. And the same, what's the autopsy guy? Was the same one that did Kim Porter's autopsy, the first one. They just connected some dots, and all of a sudden, Ashton stopped hanging out with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? They were so close.
Hey man, if I was a celebrity, I'd have been ran. I've been telling people the whole time, the so-called white ones, they've been leaving. They've been doing what they do. Y'all see Tom Cruise been went overseas, man.
Tom Hanks
Cruise been moved.
Yep. Tom Hanks.
Well, that's because Tom Hanks, he's running into some trouble. They say he might be.
I ain't talking about his dumb ass. Talking about Tom Cruise. You remember they was making they was messing with Tom Cruise a long time ago. You remember? He been Pete Game.
Yeah.
You gotta remember they did it to them first. They also ruined Brad Pitt too. You know how they did. I mean, they still gonna get their money, but they slandered Brad Pitt with that Angelina Jolie stuff.
Johnny Depp too.
Johnny Depp in court. They had Johnny Depp get slandered. Johnny Depp was a top dog, so they already slandered all the Hollywood people. That's why I say all them got hurt in there. All of them was in the courtroom. All of them got sued. All of them got some type of something happened to every last one of them some kind of way.
Johnny Depp is blackballed.
Yeah, he been black. But I tell you what, God damn it, all his movies be the truth. Every single last one of them. He's an active motherfucker. They also get him to play any role you see Johnny Depp. A lot of time he playing a black person.
Yo, you stupid, yo.
Now I'm telling you how they code the movies, man. When they go into any old movie and they use Johnny Depp and Russell Crowe, they use them because they're so-called white people with dark tones, and they get them like that whole Pirates of the Caribbean shit, all of that.
Yep, that's true.
They get them to play certain roles. Like whenever they got certain roles, they get them to play. I'm gonna show you one day how they do it.
Nah, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I know what you mean.
Or if it's a movie about us and they don't want to know it's about us, they'll flip it and they'll make it a white movie with certain people playing certain roles. That's how they do it.
Just like that movie, A Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe.
As far as Johnny Depp, he act his ass off. That's an acting motherfucker.
Yeah. And Britney Spears, they destroyed her like Shane was alluding to. They definitely dealt with
play with all of them. That's what I'm saying, y'all. So as you see, the joke is on us because we the idiots that 30 years later talking about the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's think about the people who knew this shit 30 years ago. They laughing at us, ain't they? We knew this shit when she was doing her first album. You know what I'm saying? They knew this about all of them, man. So now it's like they took everybody money. Now they got jokes.
Quick question: do you think did he have something to do with Aaliyah's plane crash?
No.
Nah.
Allegedly. Now listen, I remember when that was happening at that time. I'm in Aaliyah's first video, by the way, back and forth. Long story. I'll tell you about that if you ever want to hear that story. But I remember Fatima Robinson, the choreographer, she didn't get on that plane, right? And she's very quiet now, but back then they were saying that allegedly Aaliyah was dealing with R. Kelly still on the low. I never even knew about her messing with Dame Dash back then, but allegedly, it was just a bunch. She was with allegedly Jay-Z.
R. Kelly was her first. I'm pretty sure he can get it whenever he wanted.
And I remember the rumor at
even
the
if
time
it was just conversation.
The rumor was that the reason she was rushing back to get back to the States. Now I ain't hearing nothing about no Dame Dash. They said they told her R. Kelly was hurt and he was trying to creep up with her or something like that. She was trying to get back to R. Kelly. That's what I was told.
Whoa.
Back then. They changed the story now.
You come with some shit.
Yep.
And now Dame trying to play like, oh, she was so damaged by R. Kelly. She was still half messing with R. Kelly though.
Because R. Kelly was still one of the hottest guys doing the game. He was bigger than most of the white artists. So it's not like, the whole link between her and R. Kelly didn't work. I mean, it did do its job. They both became mega.
Because Dame always trying to talk like him and Aaliyah was so close, but he'll never post no pictures of them like outside of a club or a party. Where's that at? Where y'all at the beach or where y'all?
He was with Rachel Roy.
Dame be faking.
He a liar.
He was Rachel Roy. He was Rachel Roy.
Flogging. Dame be flogging.
Yeah, he was.
It's all sus to me.
I'm saying you can't say that though, bro, because he was with her.
He
How
was,
was
but
he with her
He was
though?
with her.
How was
Ain't
he
like
with her though?
ain't like he wasn't with her. He was with her.
and Aaliyah
Like,
was moving around too. She was getting around. I don't want to say I love Aaliyah. I love her to death, but
Of
she was
I
course.
don't think she was nobody girl for real. You know what I'm
That
saying?
part. Thank you. That's what
she
I'm
was
trying
for
to
the
say.
industry.
She'll just rock with people for a minute and that'd be it. I think she probably just had niggas whipped. That's what I think.
And Missy Genuine and Timbaland was mad at her when she passed at that time. I wonder why.
Yeah, I remember because she started rocking with them. That's why she was trying to get away from them.
But
They
why?
jerked her. That's why they fucking jerked her.
She was with Missy Elliott. No, shit, they worked well together. That Missy Elliott, Timbo, Aaliyah combination. That was the shit. So I don't see why she would try to get away from them.
Well, if
But
they're
you gotta
ripping me
understand she
off,
was younger, but you gotta understand she was younger than them too, and they was trying to manipulate her.
Yeah, she was getting ran by Lil Kim and Missy. My older brother told me about
Yeah, I'm
that. He was
just
getting.
getting me. We about to get up out of here. I know I got to get ready for the morning. So today was definitely a good show. I might release this right now. Salute Shannon for pulling up. Everybody that pulled up. Darielle, Tamiko, C. Miller, Punches, Jamal. The homie came up here too. Bags. I want to mess his name up.
King Bag.
Bags, right? King Bags, right?
Yeah.
I know the homie came up here. I know y'all be back or whatever. We're gonna do more, you know what I'm saying? So don't worry about that part. But yeah, everybody added on. Hold up. I thought they had a hand in. Yeah, they did. Aaliyah, man, they just like with that whole thing, man. Y'all know that everybody knew about that stuff. Everybody know what happened to Tevin Campbell. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know about that. So it's like we gotta remember, y'all, this stuff is what they do. We was not supposed to know this stuff. That's what it was all about. So once we knew, that really was telling us this shit is over with. Once we know shit, that's game over. You know what I'm saying? If I'm pulling the trick on you and once y'all know the trick, it's over. So they know. That's why they had to let it be known this shit is over with. We're gonna crash all of y'all.
damn.
Most of y'all will never make another penny again. You got, like you said, let's think about Omarion. Let's just think of all these people we don't even see like that. They don't even go live. They just be in the background. Those are the ones they already faded out. So many people we don't forgot about already. We forgot about who came out 2 years ago. So I'm telling y'all, if I say who came out 2021, give me 3 artists came out. You probably know a few, but it's more came out you don't remember.
Definitely.
You know, that's what happened, man.
Thank you for your time. Thank you. Thank you for this. This was fun.
Yeah, so thank y'all, man. Everybody added to this. Hope everybody gonna like this on the replay. So, like I said, for this year, I ain't do a marathon yet. So we gotta do the marathon soon. Hold up. Y'all see she bombs and all right. What's up? Yeah, I heard about that stuff going on. I don't mess with none of that stuff. I don't talk about that stuff, y'all, because I don't know what's going on over there, man.
That part.
That's how I roll. I only talk about American business. That's what I do. I keep my nose out of that stuff. I don't know what's going on. I think it's a holy war or something, though. Something like that. I don't know. I just know it's going down, boy.
Oh, I've been following that close, but I'll leave that on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't mess around.
Some of these things are continuations, man. It's been certain fights that ain't never stopped. They just take breaks.
But it's definitely going into something big, though.
Been going on for 1,000 years. These beefs.
Now, what they is saying though, while this Diddy shit going on, meanwhile, what's getting signed is the UN. What they're doing over there is they're making the World Health Organization in charge in case for any like COVID or any anything that comes like sickness or whatever in the United States. Each country has control over their own citizens that's here in the United States, and they're letting the World Health Organization like have the say so. That's what's really going on behind the scenes with all this Diddy stuff. And they saying they're over there doing that. So meanwhile, everything is a distraction.
Yeah, man. So
I don't believe in distraction. I think you can multi-think. It ain't nothing gonna take me off of, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. It's like we can multi-think. We don't have to just be on one thing. It doesn't distract me from the fact that these ports is about to be closed and we about to be struggling. Like,
yeah, because that's another thing.
But see, that's another thing. They not reporting. They not reporting that on the news though.
But see, this is how they play the game too, because they ain't say nothing about the West Coast ports. Those are very important too. You know
Long
why?
Beach.
These fools gonna play a game. See, they're gonna have everybody focus on the East Coast, and they're gonna still bring the merch through the West Coast. That's all they're gonna do. You feel me? That's all they're gonna do. They're gonna bring it to the West Coast, but they're gonna charge more. That's all they're gonna do, man.
Damn.
Now, if you hear that West Coast shit shutting down, that's when it's a problem. That's when we talking about from all the way to that Portland to that main Long Beach, and we talking about San Diego and all that. That's the real shit. But see, that military base on that West Coast, they ain't gonna mess with that.
They want to get rid of it for environmental reasons.
We'll see. Because like I said, all it take for us to hold is all they gotta do is get held up for a little while, let it get backed up a little while. And you know, that's the excuse. Meanwhile, they sitting on the stuff the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Get a bike, y'all. If you haven't gotten a bike already, definitely buy a bike.
So, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's good to have a bike. I've been thought about that. Like, it is good to have a bike.
I bought 3 of them.
Yeah, I want a nice a BMX bike or a nice beach cruiser.
Get an electric bike too. Those are good.
Yeah, those are nice.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's just like it's both of ours. You can keep it at my house, homie.
Word, y'all. All right, man.
Well, much love and respect.
Yeah,
I know you're trying to get out
from
of here.
Asia. That's right. They remember this too, man. They never want people to focus on the West Coast, man. That's one of the main things it is, man. That's why I say in the West Coast, they got to keep y'all mad. They don't never want y'all to understand. Y'all wake up one day and realize that Asia right next to y'all, man. They don't want y'all to know that. That's the whole trick to California, man. To keep the most nonsense going on because they don't want people to know, man, what's really going on, man. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about Asians, man, they've been here a long time than people think.
Yeah.
That's nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ships, boats, ain't nothing new. 1,000 years they've been riding on boats and waters, man. They ain't always take that one. They just made our brain focus on the Atlantic coast. That's my point of how they control our reality. They control how you look at the map. They control how you look at the whole world. They taught you your whole life in California look this way. Whole time y'all know shit about what's right next to y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's the game. You right by fucking Russia. You fucking closer to Russia than probably me. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Yo, people don't look like that, right? You forgot what's on the other side of Alaska? What's on the other side of Alaska? Y'all forgot. Shit right there.
All the kids in my class are Asian. They're
you
either
talk
Filipino,
all this nonsense, right? Man, Russia, man, what's on the other side of Alaska, y'all? Y'all forgot it was a war about Alaska back in the day. Russia wanted Alaska, but
Toronto is dominated by Asians. There's also no Asians here.
People don't know you go about Canada, Greenland right there. Greenland is right by England for real.
Yeah, and like you say, that's another thing. Like they done taught us the maps wrong too. The land is closer than what you think.
They taught you how to look at the map, how to even register a map. They taught us everything we know. They said just look right here, just look right there. Don't use your brain. Just look at stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right. Don't never look past the other side of California though. That's what y'all whole shit is from California the other way, not what's in back of it. You know what I'm saying? Like we were so stupid, nobody never came through that way. Get it? They never come to the west coast of Brazil or west coast of South America. They never came from that way. I'm just saying, man, that's why I don't say too much, but I keep telling people all you got to do is just start look at what they told you in school and look at everything all over again. You know what I'm saying? You'll start making sense. So when even people talking that flat earth, they made a whole drama of flat earth. That's one thing. But I can ask a person, okay, well, what's your perspective on the map, period? Where does the east from the west really, what's the east from the west? What's the real start of the whole shit? You know what I'm saying? Does it start from the east coast of America? Does it start from the east coast of China? What's the real east coast? You know what I'm saying? What's the real, when they say the sun set in the east, where does it really set first at?
That's all latitude and longitude.
When they tell us the ball dropped at China, is it really because over there it's nighttime and over here is where it started? That's why I said this before. They'll say certain people had hours ahead of us, but are they really behind us?
They always say they're a day ahead.
Told you, man. Or we
Instead of saying we're a day behind. They don't say we're a day behind.
We're a day behind. Yeah, we're a day behind.
Based on what though, right? Who assesses that?
Based off the time zone, probably the English, but yeah,
Shit funny though, right? It's all
Yeah,
funny, right?
the shit that they made up though, the time zones.
Hey, you know that's right because I just taught that. I taught that last year. They were the first to have the maritime clock back in the 1800s, which allowed them to travel further.
Or is it still nighttime when California's nighttime? When the sun set in California, does it still go over China and it be dark over Asia still?
Damn.
When it's dark in California, right? Sunset. Is it daylight in China?
I think so. Oh, the next
Yeah.
day. Yeah, the next day.
Well, it's 9 hours ahead.
I don't know, but I know one thing. I know they right close to each other. I know that closer to what people think it is.
Yeah, it's 9 hours.
Man, that's why when you fly them planes, you get all those bogus layovers, man. Oh, that's on purpose, man. All those bogus layovers is play to manipulate time in your reality, man. So you don't know what's what.
Yeah, that is so true, bro. Because they be telling they can't fly up, man. That shit.
Back in the days, there was no such thing as layovers. But guess what? When people started using Google Earth and they started peeping that people were smart and knowing too much, they started playing them layover games. Thanks to the internet. Remember, they was able to hide a lot of stuff without the internet. But see, all them layovers was fake. You know what I'm saying? That's to make people think it take more time to get to Texas to California and shit like that. Make you think it take longer. Make you think the shit is bigger than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Whole time you fuck around, get on a plane and go to China somewhere, that should be right there. It should be like 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? What about that Pearl Harbor shit? Remember they came in Pearl Harbor and got up out of here quick?
Damn.
My stepdad said it took 16 hours to get to Thailand.
So they say, right?
He went to Thailand and said it was 16 hours.
I'm saying, so they say.
Mind blown.
We don't even know what time it is for real, man. They done just manipulated daylight savings, man. We don't know what time it is.
Since about
1999. Remember growing up one way, time was one way, now time a whole nother way. Shit get dark different and light different.
Yeah, I feel like they.
Yeah, they push it up and back. It be 1 month. It be October. Then it go to November. Then it go, and when it go up in March, then it go to April. And they be switching that shit.
You manipulate shit, man. That's how you manipulate somebody's reality. We're in the same old world. We're in the same planet. Ain't shit changed. Only thing changed, they just keep manipulating time, dates, calendars. Shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why that camera gave them the best trick in the world. Once they came with that technology shit, they was really able to manipulate space and time, man. So that's why all our reality is controlled through the TV, man. Anything digital, that's controls our reality. Anything material, that's what control our world, man. Their world. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's to be honest with you. Remember, it's things God created, it's things He didn't create. It's that simple. It's that simple. People don't want to acknowledge the truth, but some things the devil did create. Some things so-called Satan did create. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand what's going on. You know, these devices we on. You know what I'm saying?
That stuff that humans create is like a
that's why we get on these devices and use it for something else. We flip the energy. See, I know who created this stuff, but I know what I use it for. That's the difference. I know who made the gun, but I know what I use it for. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Damn. Well, no, what they're saying is
indoctrinated into this. So we always born to be hypocrites because we was born in a backwards world. We was taught everything wrong first. We was taught to do wrong things. When we first was taught Santa Claus, we was taught lies. We was taught to accept lies and indulge in the shit too. Yeah, even though we know damn well our parents was buying that shit, we just kept going with the lie anyway. Fuck it. That's how we program in America, man. That's what all those little kid lies about. The little kid lies we told is the prep. We really telling you your whole life you're gonna be told lies. Your whole life you're gonna be knowing the truth, and you ain't gonna be able to say nothing, or in some situations you ain't even gonna know the truth. This is gonna be your whole life. They started that shit early with the truth, all that shit. Every fucking thing we was taught was lies on purpose. It was telling us your whole life is just gonna be fake. You know what I'm saying? Anything real you do learn, you gotta learn that on your own. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
that's why I've been telling y'all.
I remember.
That's why I say can't nobody
say the truth. They saying that Rihanna leaked federal docs reveal Rihanna as one of Diddy's victims. They say Jay-Z sold her to Diddy. Damn.
All right.
That's why she left the country.
Yo, salute y'all. On that note, Tamiko just told you on that, we're gonna close out. Holler at y'all tomorrow because I know we'll be on here all night.
You already
Yeah,
know.
yeah, we would
that,
be. I'm
man,
sorry,
For
brother.
real, for real.
Salute to y'all.
Much love.
Good night, man. It's one of the best ones so far of this season, man. So we'll be back, y'all. Appreciate all y'all. Shout out to everybody in the replay. We out.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you. See you in the morning.
Everybody in the chat. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all. Appreciate you, Fame.
No doubt, bro.
Thank you
Good
all
looking,
so
bro.
much. Thank you. Peace.